Well, that was interesting. So anybody who's in the chat at the moment, last night we did a Schmoes No Reunion. We were all set to go. Skype Mark in and worked fine yesterday with Peter, but I said, "Fuck you, not for the Schmo show if you need it." So, hence delay number one. And then this morning, come on in, set everything up. And Brett's camera wasn't working, so that was nice. I had to set all that stuff up. So you're gonna see a different shot today for Brett and I. So deal with it. Figured it out thanks to RB3. On that side of things, watched the Clone Wars episode just in the nick of time, and then got word that YouTube not sending out the subscriptions to everybody. So that's sweet. Either way, what we're going to do today is we're going to have a very long conversation, obviously, about the year you were born and what movies came out in that year. Also, we can talk about that Clone Wars episode, man. No big spoilers, but definitely going to talk about it. It was something else. And, okay, good. I lost my glasses. That's great.
Hey, Roaring. Jeg har en turf and in Tom's penis.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to SEN Live, the Schmodown Entertainment Network. I'm Christian Harlow. What are you laughing
so
at?
lackluster.
I'm just trying to take a breath, man. Just trying to take a breath. It was we got it.
I got you.
We got it at the last second. We got it working with these tech problems. I don't envy RB3 and Ben and David and all those guys, but this shot sucks. But
it's not too bad.
It's not too bad.
I think we should both be a little tighter. I think that's what we'll work on after the show.
I can't.
No, I'll do it. I'll help you out. Yeah.
Because I mean, it looks fine, but it's just like there's no overlay. I couldn't get that in time, and well, you look good. Look at you. That shot looks good done now. That somehow.
Oh, it's when we split them up.
We split them up, but somehow, look at that. Look how good you look.
Dang, dude.
Yeah, for some reason that setting got all jumbled, and we had to fix it, and there you go.
Should I do that on yours?
I don't know if you can right now.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what setting it is?
I'll look at mine.
Hey, look at the setting and see if you can do it. Maybe,
go to your sub.
Maybe it's good. Well, no. While you do that, I have an idea. I have an idea. So I'm gonna put that on while you do that. So if you guys didn't know, the design that Attack Peter did, the pretty much the chaos design of myself and Brett Sheridan during this time of that no one will ever forget. It is available now. And the link is in the description. The link is in the description of this video. It's only available for 7 days. So on the 7th, it's gone. You have 7 days to get it. But it is available now. The link is in the description. But we love what Saint Peter. He is a saint. What Saint Peter did, Attack Peter did. So I hope you like it. Let's see what you did, Brett.
Let's see.
Oh, looks
nice.
Good. Look at that. See?
Dang.
That's a good setting. I like that.
Now we're working it out.
See, I like what we're doing here. Does that look good? I feel that looks good.
No, it's crisp. It's nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
The other one was a little too
dark,
little moody, but maybe people like that. But this one, I
like it.
I don't think it's as hot as it was prior when you had the extra light.
I'm digging it.
Yeah.
So anyway,
hey, let's just end the show. I think we did
it. We did it. Well, people said they already got the Peter design. Everyone,
nice.
Everyone already got it. That's great. How many people have actually gotten it? I love it. Someone got a red one. I got one. Look at this. I love it. Okay, good. Keep getting them. Because there's phone cases, there's mugs, there's a bunch of stuff. So what we're going to do today, the Schmobot, I'll turn it on in a second. The Schmobot is on. I'll put the alert on, but the Schmobot is on, and you guys can chime in today, and that's what we really want to get everybody list. Basically, the way it's going to work today on today's show is we're going to talk about movies in the year that you were born. So you put in a list, whether it's streamlabs.com/the or Super Chat or the Schmobot. We'll pick a few of those and we'll talk about those movies. It doesn't matter if Brad or myself was born in that particular year. We'll talk about it, what we like about it, how old you make us feel by some of the movies that you tell us. Somebody's gonna be Lady and the Tramp, the one that came out on Disney Plus last year. You got a 2-year-old watching this shit?
The new Pete's Dragon.
Yeah, the new Pete's Dragon, right? So, anyway, it's gonna be a really good show. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and there it is. I got it, brother. Watch this.
Oh,
I have learned. Let's see. I'm going to put. You see right now. If you have it, watch this craziness that I learned how to do.
Look at this, you guys.
Oh, see, it worked. Isn't that great? That's amazing, isn't it? I'm really figuring this out.
It's like your kid calling you and going, "Look what I can do!" And they just like do a little jump, or
and
something.
That's it.
Like, oh,
No.
that was cute,
The
sweetie.
kids. I tell you, I don't know about your kids, but my kids are losing their freaking minds.
Oh yeah,
They're
this is no fun time. And like I said, we don't have a backyard, so and my kids' backyards were all closed. So
Yeah.
parks, beaches.
It's it.
Can't complain though. Everybody's healthy.
No,
so,
that's true. So anyway, that's what we're going to be doing today. You're going to be chiming in, and before we even do that, we got to talk about this episode of the Clone Wars, man. It was
Looks
very.
like the bot didn't work.
But
Just then I just saw 20 pop up and it didn't.
it didn't work.
No.
What are you talking? Was it a super chat or is it?
I saw one pop up on the screen. I don't know.
Hold on a second. If that's the case, then we're gonna be. I'm gonna be mad at you.
Hold off on bots.
No, don't hold off on bot chat because I want to see if. Let me see if you're right about that. Hold on and. Yep. Oh. On bot chat because I want to see if.
Let
me see if you're right about that. Hold on.
My movies are Beetlejuice, Die Hard, Roger Rabbit.
Great. Thank you, Lawrence. So, yeah, we did miss...
Movie Review donated $20.
There we go.
Hey, Rawring. I was born in 1993. My favorite films from that year are Jurassic Park, A Bronx Tale, Hocus Pocus, Carlito's Way, Iron Monkey, and The Nightmare Before Christmas. And by the way, I purchased a hoodie and a t-shirt.
Awesome.
Nice.
Okay, look. So there, if I missed any, the robot was off. So if I missed any, I'll read them for short. But it is on now. So chime on in. I'm looking at over the shelf over there, and I see this Ahsoka Tano thing. And I mentioned it before I saw this episode this morning, right? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna turn the Schmobot off. Don't put any Schmobots in yet.
Eric donated $30.
Oh.
First off, awesome you guys went with my suggestion for the episode.
Yep.
Second, I'll start. 98 with Saving Private Ryan, The Big Lebowski, Truman Show, and The Thin Red Line.
This is going to be a lot of fun today. This is going to be a lot of fun. There's a lot of great movies. Yeah, I know. This is going to be a lot of fun. All right, so don't put any Schmobots in yet.
Hold
I'm
on.
going to hold off for a second because I want to talk about this episode. Is someone coming in?
I was born 1992. Yes, I'm a millennial. One of my favorite films of that year is Francis Ford Coppola's adaptation of Dracula. Other than Keanu's stuff acting, it's in my opinion the definitive version of Dracula.
These are going to be fun ones to talk about, Tim. Yeah, and we'll definitely talk about that. That's a great one. Just hold off for the Schmobots, otherwise it's not going to get read out yet. And I'll let you know when it comes back on because I have to talk about this episode of Clone Wars. So the episode of Clone Wars, I was already talking about how the first few episodes to me felt like really good episodes, but they just, I didn't know if it needed to be in the season considering it's a wrap-up. I was like, when are we going to actual wrap stuff? Well, that's all out the window now because the last 3 episodes have just been out of control good. And this episode, you knew that we were getting into a spot where you had to at least go on par with Revenge of the Sith. There's not going to be a lot of spoilers, so don't worry. But as far as timeline goes, it can give you a little background. Because last episode, it is like, okay, we're leading up to Revenge of the Sith. This is taking place. It's just another perspective of things that we have seen in the movie, and I thought it was done very well because Ahsoka Tano is really the protagonist now of this entire show when you think about it, and I understand it, and it makes sense when you think about the entire arc. She had a lot of really moving arcs throughout the entire season, and then because of everything going on here, It just makes a lot of sense. This is the third episode of Clone Wars that you've seen now.
Or fourth. No, was it?
Fourth?
Did we decide, what was it? I started at
No, you
7 or 8?
You started at 8.
8?
Yeah, you started at 8.
And this was 11, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Oh, wait, no, you started at 9 then.
9? Okay.
Yeah, because it was, because the first 4, there was the first 4.
I just had it on Disney Plus.
Yeah, the first 4 were
listen
nice
to that.
job.
Huh.
Yeah, the first 4 was the Bad Batch arc. The next 4 was the Ahsoka Tano in Coruscant angle. You didn't see any of that stuff
I
with
saw
the
Old
sisters.
Friends Not Forgotten.
Yeah, that was the first one. So that was number 9. So you watched 9, 10, and 11. So and you've seen Revenge of the Sith. You know how it kind of plays out.
Yeah,
What do you think?
No, I like it. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of now. I'm going. Oh, I want to go back and watch the rest
Right.
of it. It's getting me to like go. Oh yeah, I should get into this.
And that's what I said. I said that when someone was asking us, it's like you can watch it here, but you're going to want to go back and watch more of it. But if you've seen the movies, then this is you're like, oh, this is another perspective of this whole thing, and understanding what both Ashley Eckstein and Sam Witwer are doing in these episodes. So Steve Blum, such great acting by all these people inside of this, and again, hats off and kudos to Dave Filoni for really phenomenal storytelling. It's emotional. The music is so good. It's got to be Kevin Kiner again. The music is so good in this show. It's from the second it starts, you're in these kind of dark times, and then you're in. It's a blend of music that we've heard before. It's a blend of kind of Ahsoka Tano's theme. It's all these different blends, and there are a lot of references to stuff we've seen in the movies, but stuff we've seen in Rebels, stuff that you've seen in other movies. There's a shout out to Rogue One in this, which ties in really nicely. So I thought that this was something pretty incredible. This is something pretty incredible. The episodes are great. They're great. The last 3 have just been great, and this is a good tie-up. And this seems to me like when Dave Filoni was like, it's not when he was talking about season 6 when he was forced to kind of just cease production. So that's not how I wanted to end it. I never really got to end Clone Wars the way I wanted to. You can tell this is the way he wanted to, and man, what a lead up, what a tie-in to everything. But the question is now, I'm wondering how long next week's episode is going to be. Do you make it a 30-minute episode, or do you go big and go an hour?
Well, the first one we watched was longer, right? That one was like 45.
Was it?
Yeah, I thought that, because then I was surprised that these were shorter.
I don't know.
I can look that up, too.
Yeah, look it up. I don't think it was that long. I mean, maybe 35. The shirt link is inside of this video, Kate. If you go to so right in the beginning of the description here, it says, get the Attack Peter SEN design now. The full collection is here. And then there's the link. So here, I'll post it right here for you guys. I'm posting the link in the chat room right now. For people looking for the Attack Peter design, there it is. I just tweeted it out.
Sorry, it was 30 minutes. It just seemed, it was slightly longer.
Yeah. So, you know what, Andre? I got to be completely honest. Andre asked a good question. He says, are you going to talk about how this kind of retcons the Ahsoka novel when they mention Order 66? I don't remember. I know that I read it, but I don't remember it, honestly, and I don't remember that particular thing. So why don't you put in the actual chat room what happened? Because I don't remember, honestly. And I've given up on them trying to tie in stuff in. They when they want to change stuff in the books and stuff from TV and films, they're not paying attention to it. It's been clear. So that's kind of one of the reasons I stopped reading the novels. I only read things like when Claudia Gray puts stuff out and other things too, because it doesn't. It's the promise was not fulfilled, if you will. So yeah, man, this is a really great episode. I like what they did here. You guys. How about you guys? That's not true. It says Garth McMurray says those books are not canon, only new ones. That was a new one. That was canon. That book, it absolutely was canon because Ashley Eckstein actually did the read for that. That was a canon novel. The Rogue One tie-in, John. It's just it was. Well, I don't want to give it away. It's just something that was said that another character in Rogue One says.
Yeah.
So, oh, okay. I guess in the novel, Rex already had his chip removed, and Ahsoka and him. I got it. Okay. Yep, I see. Yeah, is what it is.
Hey,
Is what it is. So, okay, look. So, does anybody else want to talk about? Anybody else want to talk about the episode or anything in general about the episode? I think what I want to do is do a full spoiler review on it eventually. I think maybe once the whole thing is over, I'll give you guys maybe like on Monday, a week from this Monday, we can do a full on spoiler conversation on it, because I think that's it's pretty good. I think that's pretty good to do, considering I don't want to give too much, and I can't assume that everybody's watched it already. Yeah, the music was so good.
Yeah, and I like what you're saying about how the familiar stuff. It's almost like they just kind of pepper in, the da 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 da.
Yeah.
But it's like it's around something else.
It's new stuff, and
but
new
it
themes.
gives you that familiarity of Star Wars.
Yep, yep. And it was it really just Kevin Kiner's just is great. So yeah, everything did kind of. So Emmanuel Fuentes says, I really love how every little thing has come back in this season. Past clones, past themes, clips from the movies. It all works together. It's a perfect blend. It really is. I think that this is one of the things that's great for people now once this thing does wrap. If you've never watched the Clone Wars, because that was the thing for people who did watch the Clone Wars, is that it was a great show, but you never had a wrap up. You never had an ending to it. It was never a thing that like led right into the movies. This does. Now it does. Now it's a completion of the whole thing. We still have to see what happens at the end. But May 4th is the season finale, which is awesome. There's a lot of shit coming out on May 4th because obviously for good reasons.
Yeah. Well, what were you telling me? Oh yeah, episode 9 one.
Episode 9, and then the documentary of Rogue One also. Excuse me. No, Mandalorian. All those come out. So. Yeah, I don't want to sponsor. I don't want to a sponsor. I can't get the word out. Spoil anything. Okay, so I highly recommend watching. If you have never seen Clone Wars and you want to watch this season, I would say, and you don't have time to watch the whole thing, you should definitely check it out. It ties in very well. I'm very impressed with everything they did. So check it out. All right, Schmobot is going back on, ladies and gents, because now we get into our full discussion. This is going to be a lot of fun. What we want you guys to do is head on over to either if you want to put a Schmobot in and you want us to start talking about some of your movies of the year that you were born.
Eric donated $30.
Here we go.
One Clone Wars thing.
Yes.
Check out the behind-the-scenes video where you see Ray Park do mocap and such. It's really cool, and the guy kick kitten. Can you do a full spoiler talk after the season is over?
Yes, I will. I want to do that. I'm going to do that. And I
Lawrence Lease donated $20. My year's movies include Die Hard, Roger Rabbit, Big Twins, Hulk Returns. Don't forget the classic film Cahoots.
Lawrence,
you're going. But as far as that goes, with first of all with the Clone Wars, I do want to have an actual spoiler conversation, and like I said,
Dalkin donated $20.
A lot of you guys are ready.
Hey Raring.
Hey Raring.
I was born in 1990, a good year for movies. Back to the Future 3, Die Hard 2, The Hunt for Red October, Pretty Woman, Ghost, Goodfellas, and maybe my favorite Arnold movie, Total Recall. Damn. Those movies came out 30 years ago. Feel old yet?
Yes, I do. I remember seeing that in the theater.
Yeah,
for sure.
Already felt old, but thank you.
Yeah.
Is that what you guys are going to do today? Just make us feel.
Well, Total Recall, though, when that movie came out, I mean, that was when Arnold was at the height of his powers, and and as Verhoeven, and you remember that movie, right?
Total Recall?
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
I mean,
Chad_Wires donated $20. My birth year movies: 1974, Godfather Part 2, Chinatown, Blazing Saddles, The Longest Yard, and the classic Herbie Rides Again.
Yep, that's my year.
Yep.
Blazing Saddles, y'all.
Blazing Saddles.
Chinatown, too. Did he mention that one?
No.
No, Chinatown, Blazing Saddles, Godfather 2,
Yeah.
Towering Inferno, Longest Yard.
Right over your face. Look at that.
Yeah, look at that.
It's great.
Boom.
Wonderful. Where are you going to put that?
Yeah. I
We'll
think
put it right in the middle.
Yeah, right below the... Yeah, that works.
There you go. All right, just want to make sure everybody's stuff is getting read out.
You can go towards me a bit if you don't want to hit your
Yo
face
Jimbo
so bad.
880 donated $20.
That's good.
Lots of great movies for 1980, obvious classics like Empire, Raging Bull, and The Shining, 3 great comedies, and Blues Brothers, Caddyshack, and Airplane. And can't forget about the incomparable Flash Gordon.
Oh, yeah.
You put Empire Strikes Back in there? 1980? Oh, yeah, you got Empire. Okay.
Yeah.
Julie Sheridan donated $20.
She is.
Mama Sheridan. Okay, boomer! 1951. A streetcar named Desire, an American in Paris. The day the earth stood still. The African Queen Angels in the outfield. Bedtime for Bonzo, starring Ronald Reagan. Father's Little Dividend. The Thing, starring Margaret Sheridan.
Oh yeah, she told me The Thing.
Jason Rich donated $20.
Jesus.
I win. 1984. Terminator, Ghostbusters, Never-Ending Story, The Karate Kid, Temple of Doom, Conan, Police Academy, The Last Starfighter, Gremlins, Footloose.
You guys are going.
I feel
nuts,
like we're just not going to be able to comment on it.
I don't think so. Hey, I mean, we're going to be. We're going to be. We'll go
Tim
through.
Sim donated $20.
You guys are crushing
Had to
that.
mute for some time to avoid spoilers, but after hearing the praise from this new episode of the Clone Wars, one feel angry and disappointed as a Star Wars fan that the sequel trilogy hasn't had the same meticulous treatment as CW Rebels and Mondo.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, Tim, I think it's all about who's running it. You can see. I think that I don't think it's very hard to argue. It's very hard to argue when you look at, if you believe, you might not believe it. But from what you said, I mean, I certainly echo your sentiments. If you believe that Filoni if Rebels and Clone Wars and Mandalorian are the best things that have been made in Star Wars overall, as opposed to some of the other, films and things of that nature, you look at the team that was in place. Filoni's involved with 3 of those things. So
Got a lot of nerve showing your face around here, Hauser.
What?
Oh, that was from
Total Recall. Yeah.
I just I was born in the year 1994. It was a great movie. Shawshank, Forrest Gump, Pulp Fiction. We lost to some Lawrence Lees.
Yeah, we're gonna have to read these. I think.
That and Lawrence Lees. We're gonna have to read a couple of them because they got shut off there for a second. But yeah, Tim, I just think that's the reason why. That's kind of what happened there. You guys. We're just gonna be so many. The conversation's gonna be all about you today. So I mean, Brett and I will try. Wow. I'm going through the streamlabs.com/theschmodown. This is not the Schmobot stuff. This is just the questions and the comments in general. And you guys are crushing already. So if we start with the first one, and that comes from
Larry.
That comes from Tim Kasuba. 1990, it's just not a great year for movies. Some iconic films, but not a ton that hit me personally. My favorite would be Home Alone, not Rocky V. A must-watch for me every Christmas season. Shout out to Hunt for Red October and the instant classic Young Guns 2. It's crazy hearing that. We're going to go down memory lane hearing a lot of these, too.
I think some good stuff came out in 90.
I'm sure there's some if you did a full list on it. But I remember going to see Home Alone at this theater in New York. And when I went, Rocky V was playing at the same time. I was more excited about Rocky V, but obviously Home Alone
Big
was
Beck
the big
donated $20. 1981 Raiders of the Lost Ark, Escape from New York, American Werewolf in London, Time Bandits, and the comedy classic Stripes.
Those are pretty great ones out there too.
Stripes.
Stripes is great, but you got to go. Raiders is the winner of that one. I mean, it's funny because every time we're going to hear one of those schmobots pop in, I think what we do, because they'll probably keep popping in, or even when we're talking here about some of these movies, you're going to go with the winner out of all of them. It'll be tough ones to choose, but it's almost like Schmo's Choice when you hear it. It's like, which is the one that you just couldn't do without? And Raiders is one of my favorites all the time.
Do you remember Stripes much?
Oh, yeah, I remember it. I mean,
First thing came into my head, that's a fact, Jack!
Yeah, see, I don't know it as well where
Jim
I
Mason donated $20. Hey, Raring.
Hey, Raring.
You want to feel young?
Yeah.
My birth year's movies include Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, Easy Rider, Midnight Cowboy, and The Wild Bunch.
Hey,
yes, I'm
Rory.
old, born in 1969.
Damn.
I'm not as old as Roka, so there's that at least.
That's true.
Now get off my lawn.
Hey, Rory.
Yeah, those are good ones too. Butch Cassidy, 69, dude. 69, dude.
So my mom graduated from high school, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, she's class of 69, bro.
So, yes, I mean, some of these movies, it's like, and you get excited about it because you're wondering. I mean, like for me, it was, I'm looking at some of these. I'll look. We'll make sure we get to ours before we sign off. But that's a great one. Keep them coming, guys. I'm so curious to hear and I think another question for those people who are donating. You know, when you do a Schmobot, at the end of it, tie in of whether you've seen all the movies that you're putting, like how many of them, like if I've seen X amount of these or my favorite out of these was, I think that's part of the fun of the conversation too, if you're putting those in there, because, I think that people get curious of, well, like for example, the guy who said like 1980 and said, not obviously, but if he's a Star Wars fan, he's seen Empire.
Yeah.
But did he go back and watch Raging Bull? Like, how many of the movies did you go back and see? Like
he would have been older, and then so
right.
did it hold up?
Did it hold up? Right. By the time that's an interesting thing. So make sure when you put in your Schmobots, end it with that, please. It is on. So I'll only turn it off if we're in the middle of a discussion, and if I miss your Schmobot, we'll go back. So Tim Kaskuba, he said, that Home Alone's a good one. The Nick Anthony, what's up, Christian and Brett? Longtime supporter, but first time donating. My favorites from birth year, well, thank you for your donation, Nick, by the way, are Halloween H2O, good Lord, 98. I had been having sex for like 6 years already.
I moved to LA in 97.
Good Lord. Our Halloween H2O, Big Lebowski, Urban Legend, Truman Show, Rushmore, Bride of Chucky, Rush Hour, Wedding Singer. I saw that with an ex-girlfriend. Wedding Singer.
You old enough to be watching?
Yeah. And Buffalo 66. Hashtags the Flirt and Flaus.
Buffalo 66.
I got to tell you that all those movies, yeah, man, you get Big Lebowski in there, Truman Show.
Yeah.
The ones that I'm fighting with are Lebowski, Truman Show, and Wedding Singer. I mean, Wedding Singer is hands down my favorite Adam Sandler movie.
Yeah, I like the. I think Lebowski I discovered later. I wasn't
Me too.
when it came out. It was something that like I was when the cult following kind of came around.
Wedding Singer was just it was a big movie for me in college.
Yeah. Oh God!
I tell you, I went dressed as Robbie Hart with the green thing and the wig and I remember we were at this big party and I was with my ex and she was dressed as Julia Gulia. And I remember walking and there was the DJ started playing and I don't know how he had it, but he had one of the songs and I sang the whole thing that he sings, I wanna not grow old with you, but the one where he's somebody kill me please, and I'm up there and there's a picture of me with jamming on the guitar, screaming it into a microphone at the top of my lungs.
That's a quotable movie.
It's a great movie. Billy Idol on the airplane, and
Billy Zane too, right? Doesn't he say mind your own business?
No, Billy Idol.
No, there's also the really hot looking what's his name? Billy Zane.
Billy in Wedding Singer?
Yeah.
No. Billy Zane's not. Billy Idol. When he's on the plane, say, mind your business, Billy Idol.
Oh, Billy Idol?
At the end, yeah.
No, because Billy Idol helps him.
It helps him at the end. But Glenn Gulia tells him, he's like, mind your business, Billy. And then he's like, yeah, you don't talk to Billy Idol that way. It's great.
God, what am I thinking?
I don't know.
All right, now I'm going to look it up. You just keep doing your thing.
Yeah, Alex Batt. Hey, Christian and Brett. Alex from Sydney here. I was born in 94. Turns out it was a really good year for movies. Here's my top. Lion King, Pulp Fiction, Forrest Gump, Shawshank, True Lies. 94 was a sick year. Just watch this. What a great Arnie movie. True Lies. Thanks. Dude, you did come out in a year that was some killer movies. 94 was pretty stellar, huh? Lion King, Pulp Fiction, Forrest Gump. I don't know I don't know which one I would take out of those.
Newborn donated $20. Hey, I was born January 2020. I haven't seen Sheik but suck some DTs. Damn, him high as fuck.
Fair enough.
Oh.
Thank you, Newborn.
Goddard told me that's Zoolander with Billy Zane when they're doing the walk-off. Thank you, Ben.
I don't hate this shot as much as I thought I would.
No, it's good.
I don't hate it. I think maybe because the camera looks
very generous of you to give me a wider shot.
It wasn't on purpose.
You're gradually grooming me to take over the whole thing.
You know what? That's not untrue. I'll tell you what. I could just do Schmodown and talk to people through, talk to the fans through Zoom.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, that would be fun because I know that it's a matter of it's just there's so much to do with Schmodown right now.
Oh,
and I just can't do it. I love goofing around in the mornings too, and I know people and shows like this are really what are some of my favorites because it's like everybody gets.
Moises donated $20. My favorites movies in my list from '93 were Jurassic Park: A Bronx Tale and Hocus Pocus. Those movies still impact me today. Jurassic Park ignited my love for dinosaurs. Hocus Pocus is my go-to Halloween film, and Bronx Steak has such great quotes.
Great ones. I can't wait to get through all.
What was the third one? Bronx.
Yeah, some people. You know what people are waiting for. By the way, people aren't hitting like on purpose because they want the auction.
Oh, yes.
I know that what you're doing now. All these people. We'll do it once.
I know what you're doing, and I don't like it.
It's fine. I get it. We built our own grave here. Here it is. All right, everybody. If you want us to continue on with you hearing about movies the year that you came out, well, here's what you need to do. You need to hit that like button. We're at 256. Bullshit.
256, that's a bunch of crap.
350. We need 350 likes. Can you get the 350? Can you get the 350? Let's get the 350. We got to get the 3. Got to get the 3.
You gotta
get 2, 3. Well, let's get the 350. There's 313. Need the 350. Everybody's sitting around waiting in the chat room, waiting for us to do this. I know what you're doing. You rotten skunks. All right, here we go. 343. Need to get the 350. You know what? The hell with it. Let's get the 400. Can we get a 400? Oh, we're at 357. Need to get a 400. As 681 people, we need to get a 400 at 364. 364. This could be quick. This could be quick. You want to get back to the discussion? Get us to 400. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it now. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it now. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it now. Or you're going to get run over by a cow. 380. 380. 380, everybody. Let's get a 400. Can we get a 400? 396. Almost there. Almost there. Let's get a 400. If we get a 400, I'm going to scream at the top of my lungs. Oh, there we go. Thank you. All right, we did it.
Let's do a little air banjo that time.
Those,
I thought I'd ask.
It was good. Those, you know, I see them in the chat room. They're not clicking like until we do the auction.
Yeah, they're just over there, like they're hovering over the.
We did it to ourselves, Brett. Did it to ourselves. That's fine. So we'll have to do the auction a little later too. But okay, so many great conversations. You got a little bit of time here today, Brett, because I think we're going to need it.
Yeah, I mean, I just gotta get. Yeah, I mean, I got myself and Kate's little ditty
What
at
time's
1:30.
1:30. All right, we'll be out of here. All right, so I just want to get to everybody's stuff because there's so much coming in, and I love it.
Sign up for that.
The Patreon?
Sign up for that Patreon. The movie we're reviewing.
Oh yeah. So before we do that, so there's two things. I want to let everybody know. So first of all, on Patreon today, because the design is out by Attack Peter, we're gonna put up the video of him actually doing the design, and that will be up. We also will put the pictures out of the Flirtenflaus, a lot of these images that Brett had. That'll also be exclusive to Patrons. And then obviously the $10 and up Patreon, you're going to be able to see Brett and Kate today. And what's the movie you guys are reviewing? Did you watch it?
It was 2 minutes, 30 seconds in. I'm like, Jesus, what
is
this was
it?
a dumb. It's called What's Up. And it's a knockoff. This is a bit I wanted to do, and we're testing out, is reviewing knockoff films.
Yeah. And
talk about setting yourself up for something that is just brutal.
Yeah.
Like this movie, I mean, I'm giving it away, but I mean, some of the lines in this, it's
Is it animated?
It's animated, but like it's animated like my daughter animated it
really?
almost.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's a real movie.
It's it's 4:3 or whatever. Is that the old frame?
Whatever.
Yeah, but it's. Oh God!
Brutal.
Yeah, it's.
Did Kate watch it too?
Yeah, I think she's watching it. She's gonna try to watch it with her son today.
Don't say anything about it. Did you tell her whether or not it was? Did you text her or anything and say whether it's good or not?
Oh, we already knew there was. We
Okay.
talked about it. Yeah, Ian had checked out a couple clips from it, but yeah.
Okay, so
this might be a fun bit.
So that's today. You guys. So it's you guys reviewing that movie,
and then
together.
drawing portraits of photos that we.
That's funny.
We gave
Okay.
as we're talking about it and coming up with new bits.
So if you haven't, Ben, if you'd be so kind to put the link for the Patreon in there for SEN Live Patreon. By the way, that's exclusive on SEN Live Patreon, and every Wednesday for a while now, we're going to have the Schmodown Patreon will have exclusive matches. All right, here we go. Alex Batt, you had a great year with Pulp Fiction, and this Schmobot is back on, everybody. Sorry, Schmobot's back on. Hey, Christian and Brett, Alex from Sydney here. I was born in 94. We did that one already. So Lion King, Pulp Fiction, Forrest Gump, Shawshank, True Lies.
Shawshank, man.
Yeah, I know. It's hard to say. Like I'd have to probably say it's a fight for me between Shawshank and Pulp Fiction, but I'd probably go with Shawshank. Yeah. Jürgen Bratwurst. Is it true that Friedrich Liesrach left Power Metal Phenoms Dragon Force last year to play for the Flirtenflaus? I think it is true, actually. Matt Chapman, 1984. Best picture that year was Amadeus. Highest grossing was Beverly Hills Cop. My favorite movie from the year I was born is Ghostbusters. You know, Beverly Hills Cop would probably be the one for me.
Yeah.
Just in 1977 donated $20.
Thank you.
Born in 1977, amazing year for film. My faves are Close Encounters, The Spy Who Loved Me, Rescuers, Pete's Dragon, High Anxiety, Rankin Bass, The Hobbit, Saturday Night Fever, Kentucky Fried Movie, Smokey and the Bandit, and some movie called Star Wars.
Yeah.
That was 77. What Saturday Night Fever was?
John Roca donated $20. No movies came out the year I was born, but one year I loved was 1921. The Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse came out, as well as The Three Musketeers. Miss the silent film days when I didn't need to worry about my hearing aids working.
I would have liked. It would be funny too. Like, I didn't have any movies back then, but I really loved.
Juan Martinez
when the
donated
cavemen
$20.
painted stuff.
1983. Represent. Videodrome, Return of the Jedi, Valley Girl, Yentl, The Right Stuff, The Outsider, National Lampoon's Vacation, Cujo, A Christmas Story, The Big Chill, Christine, The Dead Zone, A Hunger, and A King of Comedy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Love these films.
Yeah, they're really good ones. Matt Chapman's, though, yeah, I would go Beverly Hills Cop, man. I love that one. Soul Scar 1999. Christian, if you want to listen to Al Pacino try and nail the Cockney accent, he sounds like a blend of your numerous characters and Al Pacino from Heat. Here's the link. It's Murder. I don't know when is that from. I can't open it up at the moment, but I wonder what he's trying to do. You know, he's a legend. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. Bull Pillman. Hey, Christian. Hey, Brett. Hey, Ra Ring.
Hey.
Where'd it go?
Oh, what?
I was trying to do the setup anytime someone does it.
Hey, Rory.
There we go.
Thank you. So, hey, Ring. The year is 75. Everyone has Jaws mania. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yes.
Shit is declared Best Picture, and the Monty Python and the Holy Grail is still an endlessly watchable and quotable silly comedy.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Jaws got to be the. I mean, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest is a very. I mean, I know that it's obviously highly rated for winning the Best Picture, and
Yeah.
not overrated, highly rated, and people talk about it a lot, but I still think not enough young people talk about it. Not enough people have seen it.
And I think I need to go back, you know, again, in the vast
Yes,
things I'm going to go back to do.
Watch this.
But, like, I don't know if I was old enough to get it when I saw it. And I mean, I remember.
Salad Von Bako donated $20.
You got it right.
I ordered my shirt and am super excited.
Me too.
Attack Peter is awesome.
He's so
yeah.
You guys aren't too bad either.
Thank you.
Movies from year I was born 1972 are The Godfather, Deliverance, Superfly, Conquest of the Planet of the Apes, and my favorite was Return of the Dragon.
Did you see all of them, Baker?
Yeah. You check
Big
them
Mo
out.
Movie Review donated
Damn, you guys are crushing
$20.
today.
I just put my whole government name on the schmoes, but LOL. So now if you didn't know, now you know. My name is Moises, and no, I did not part the sea.
Well, it's a great name, and you're the best. It's these movies you guys are doing, pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. A lot of good movies, a lot of good suggestions here.
Schlonk the Mahik Dragon
Wow.
donated $20. Harloff, your take on Lost World is crazy. The gymnastic part is 5 seconds of the movie.
I know.
Goldblum is awesome. Jurassic Park 3 is a piece of garbage. Really only screaming her head off half the movie.
You're probably not wrong. I got to be honest. I don't really remember. All I remember is hating Jurassic Park 2 for that stupid scene, and it took me out of it. So maybe I'll go back. I won't, but maybe I should go back and revisit it. I just thought it was so stupid. I hated that movie. But you're probably right. The third one's probably so shitty compared. I wouldn't fight over it. I'm not like Roka where there's certain movies. Oh, Goonies is trash.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna have that type of opinion on it. I would not. There's certain movies that I would have I would put my feet in the ground and say, all right, you want to debate this? Let's debate that one. You win.
Yeah.
I don't care enough about it, but you're probably right, to be honest with you. Serge Sauce. Hey guys, a movie that came out the year I was born was 1990's Goodfellas. I love that movie so much. I had no idea it came out the year I was born. It's definitely one of my favorite Scorsese movies. I think it's a lot of people's favorite Scorsese movie for sure.
Yeah.
And that's another one, man. I mean, it was a really it's a great movie. There's a lot of good movies that came out in the 90s. Although the 80s had such a crop of incredible films, man. It's like so many great 80 movies.
Yeah, but also a crop of
Cheesy
like
things.
just cheesy things.
For
But
sure. But the ones that stick out, like some of the classics in the 80s, it's like, Back to the Future, Teen Wolf, if you will.
Yeah, yeah.
But, Breakfast Club, Ferris Bueller, so many great ones.
God, yeah.
Someone says, any 1/4 AB7 says Avengers Endgame.
I want to know.
It's a year and a half.
I want to know if anybody, any of the young kids out there, if Breakfast Club works still. I think it would.
I think it does.
Yeah,
I think it does. But it was for that time for sure. But I think it's an overall kind of talk on youth.
Kay
Yeah.
Parker donated $20.
Here we go.
And was born in 1944, a year before the end of the war. Some of my favorite movies from that year are Meet Me in St. Louis, Laura to Have and Have Not, and Murder My Sweet. Too bad Roca isn't here today. I wonder what his favorite cave painting is.
What's great, Roca just goes with that.
He
doesn't
loves
go-
it. No,
yeah.
Roca can take ball busting.
Yeah.
Roca absolutely can take it. It's funny because people give him a hard time because they think he gets so fired up about stuff. But he takes a lot.
Yeah.
He takes a lot of shit. It's just so much, you know.
And I think he appreciates ones that are clever like that.
Yeah, he does for sure. Teresa Sky, 1994, and I can't not include Pulp Fiction, and Lion King, but the less obvious ones for me. This is a good one actually. Is Swan Princess and The Mask. It's my favorites when I was a kid. The Mask.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's what
Rocky
the introduction.
Dennis.
The introduction, not Rocky Dennis.
Not Mask?
No,
What's that called?
That was Mask.
Okay.
But The Mask.
The Mask.
The Mask.
Okay.
And Rocky Dennis.
Listen.
Rocky Dennis was in the 80s.
Why would you say that? Why would you say the wrong movie like that?
So, but that was the introduction of Cameron Diaz also.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, Ring.
Hey, Ra Ring.
Hey, Roaring.
So, Serge Sauce, thank you for your donation. And let's see. And then we had Marvel Man Mike. The year I was born, fittingly a huge year for my favorite genre of sci-fi. You had Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, E.T., Blade Runner, and yes, Christian, The Thing. The year in question, 82. I could have gotten that from Star Trek II, actually. I did. That was the only Star Trek movie.
Tongue Punch Fart Box donated $20.
Thank God.
Breakfast Club is in my top 20 favorites of all time. Also, you guys missed my schmobot while doing the auctioneer bit.
I'll get into it. I'm going to read everybody's, even the Schmobots. I'm going to read a lot of the movies out too. So I know there's tons of them coming out. So,
Punch the Fart Box. I would like to issue a formal apology to Tongue Punch the Fart Box.
Yes,
We'll get to
we'll get to it.
Scruffy Nerd Herder donated $20.
Yes.
Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale
Oh,
moonlight?
89.
So many great films in 1989 like Batman, Field of Dreams, Last Crusade, Back to the Future 2, and Major League. Not enough people have seen Lean on Me.
No
a big
shit.
one I've missed is Dead Poets Society.
Yeah. 80. You haven't seen that one? You got to check that out. 89 was a great year, huh?
Yeah. Lean
89
on
was
me.
a great year of movies. Shit. That is a great year of movies. But out of all those, though, if I can only take one, I'm not allowed to watch anything else except that one, Major League all day long.
Major League.
That's easily in my top 10 movies. It's I've seen that movie so many times.
Yeah, I'm more of a Lean on Me kind of. You know, I
Smoking
like
Joe Rea donated $20. I was born in 1992. The notable movies are Reservoir Dogs, Juice, The Mighty Ducks, Batman Returns, White Men Can't Jump, Chaplin, A League of Their Own, Home Alone 2. My favorite that year is Aladdin, mainly because of Robin Williams' performance.
Damn.
Thank you.
92 was a big movie.
graduated from high school in
You
92.
did, yeah. But yeah, man, those are some good. Aladdin, though, because that was the kind of the golden era of what Disney was doing.
Yeah.
I mean, they had a few golden eras, obviously, in the 50s and then pushing on out to the Lion King and the Little Mermaid then Aladdin. So that was a good time. And then they've gone through these periods. And then once you hit 95, I'm surprised no one has said it yet. I'm sure I'll read it. But Toy Story.
Yep.
In 95, Marvel Man Mike, thank you for that one. I appreciate it. Chris Jones, 1980 for me. I think I share some of your favorites here, Harloff. Empire, yep. Caddyshack, yep. Airplane, yep. Raging Bull and Flash Gordon. 80 so far has been for me. As I'm looking at all these lists you guys are putting in, I'm going hard to compare so far with 80.
It's so weird.
Look at that. Empire, Caddyshack, Airplane, Raging Bull, and Flash Gordon. I am obviously taking Empire Strikes Back because it's my favorite movie of all time. But Caddyshack, Airplane, I mean, I don't know. Between Caddyshack and Airplane, if you only can watch one of those comedies, I don't know, man.
Airplane, probably. I think Airplane...
But I mean,
would
Rodney
span-
Dangerfield's performance in that.
Well,
hey, Wang, don't tell him you're Jewish.
I would say for a larger fan base of age groups, I think Airplane is the one. I think
I don't
Caddyshack
disagree.
is a little.
I don't disagree with that. I think that out of the two of those movies, in a majority, you're going to get if you put it out to 10,000 people, the majority of people would vote for Airplane.
Yeah.
my personal taste. There's just things that Rodney Dangerfield does in that movie. What, did somebody step on a duck?
Yeah. No, that was one of the most quotable ones around. My dad always did the Cinderella story.
Yeah,
Cinderella kid turn his eye.
So good. It was classics of those guys were all building up their kind of legacies in comedy.
Cannonball coming at you.
Yeah, so it's in the hole. It's in the hole.
You'd like a chinch
John
bug.
Mocha donated
There he
$20.
is.
My films from my year was The Kid with Charlie Chaplin, The Gold Rush, Sunrise, and Buster Keaton's Sherlock Jr. My favorite Cahoots with Zofflerton Flaus.
Cave paintings. Poor Roga. Thank you, Roga. Gerby1221. That's by the way, what I realized too is what a lot of people do with the Schmobot is they try to break us.
Yeah.
And it's like when some of these jokes that come in are very, very funny.
Oh God.
The K Parker one still it's really good.
And the lead in.
It's how you set it up. Yes, because when we were the early days of the Schmobot, it was just about putting in the schlong stuff and then
Douglas Johnson donated $20. Born in 1988. Beetlejuice, Willow Land, Before Time, Coming to America, Heathers, Roger Rabbit, Die Hard, Two Blood Sport, Big They Live, The Naked Gun, Rain Man, Twins, Child's Play, Young Guns, A Fish Called Wanda.
You see what I'm talking about? The 80s?
Yeah.
Like the 80s did not fuck around.
Yeah.
The 80s did not fuck around. Die Hard inside that. Oh my God. 88. What a year 88 was. Holy shit. Wow. All right. Gerby. 121. I'm torn. Christian, I work with a woman named Irene, and every time I pass her office, I now fight the urge.
Kenjack 1984 donated $20. There was a lot of good movies in 1984. Some of my favorites are The Neverending Story, Gremlins, Karate Kid, Police Academy, Terminator, Ghostbusters, and Beverly Hills Cop.
Wow.
Was Neverending Story 84? I would have said 85.
The Neverending Story.
Yeah, it was 84. Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that you had to pull up that.
I know. I
turtle.
Looked, I know. I looked. It's true. But this is so. Gerby says, "I'm torn. I work with a woman named Irene, and every time I pass her office, I now fight the urge to yell, 'Hey, Rareen!' and I tell her about my 12-inch schlong. Don't do that.
No. Yeah, hey.
I don't need HR on my ass. I both hate and love you guys for this.
Hey, Rarring. You horen turf and in Tom's penis.
Don't sing "Come On, Eileen."
I know. Don't do that. Come on, Eileen. Hey, Rareen. Marshall Weeks. Born in 87, some of my favorites from there is RoboCop, Lethal Weapon, Predator, The Untouchables, and many more. 87 was stacked. I'm telling you, man, if you go through all of 80s, from 80 up until 89, and you compare them, you compare that decade with the amount of movies that came out, the amount of big movies, and hits and classics, I think
Big
it's
Mo Movie
hard.
Review donated $20. I forgot to put one of my favorite Harrison Ford movies, The Fugitive. When Tommy Lee Jones said, "I don't care," I died laughing.
It's really good. I use that meme sometimes, or that GIF when it's like people when they used to get really torn up about certain things, and whether Star Wars or something too. I just put that out there. But Marshall Weeks, 87, man. I don't know. I wonder if you stacked up the 80s against these other decades. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. That's a good one, man. Thanks for making them in bigger sizes for us big boys. Appreciate it. Oh, sorry, that was something else. Sorry.
Oh, the quote. Oh,
no, this is Marshall Weeks. He started with Born in 87. Some of my favorites are RoboCop, Lethal Weapon, Predator, The Untouchables, and many more. And 87 was a stacked year. Also, I just ordered the Attack Peter SEN shirt. Thank you for making them in bigger sizes for us boys. Appreciate it. Yeah, that was one of the big things we wanted to make sure that we did, because we had gotten a lot of those concerns and suggestions for some of the past Schmodown designs. But if you go, the link is in the description. And if Goddard's in the chat, maybe you can link it again in the chat room. Attack Peter's design is available now. Remember, it is only available for 7 days, and then it's gone. It's a limited design, and I was talking to Brett about it. Our goal is to go to a live event and just see everybody in those things, and especially to a Makuga stand-up show. You have to wear those to a Makuga stand-up show and have him autograph it. He will probably rip it in half, but you have to. You absolutely have to. Like if he's hosting a show, you gotta wear that shirt.
You're starting some shit there, boy.
It's just so funny. It's just so funny. I'm mad about Zaflert and Browski.
Jake_Iacovetta donated $20. 84 motherfucker. Terminator, Ghostbusters, Temple of Doom, Police Academy, Never Ending Story, Gremlins, Red Dawn, Karate Kid, Splash,
Wait a
Footloose,
minute.
16 Candles, Purple Rain, Beverly Hills Cop, The Natural.
Police Academy 1 was 84?
Yeah,
I thought it was 82. Police Academy, the movie. What? Let's see. You're right. It was 80. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna. Why am I taking away from the guy who said he was the year he's born? I'm like, no, you're wrong.
No, he didn't
I
research
thought it was
this.
82. See, I'm not like Ben Bateman. I thought I used. That's what Ellis and I were talking about it last night. I used to be really good at movie release dates. Like I used to battle. Like I mean, I know this doesn't sound like too impressive, but I used to battle Dagnino back in the day, and he was actually pretty good at it. And we would do this game where I would be able to get.
Joe, I donated
nailed it.
$20. And was born in 1993. My favorites are Jurassic Park, The Fugitive, Rudy Gettysburg, Schindler's List, The Sandlot, Groundhog
Shit.
Day, Tombstone, Falling Down, and Rising Sun.
Damn. You know, I wonder how much work this would be, but I would love to do from like 75 until now.
He said bots off, but I heard
It's not
it.
off. We just
yeah.
heard it. It's not off.
I don't know.
Nope. Bot's on. One just came through just now. Did you guys not hear that come through? Let me see. Did you guys hear that bot come through just now? Yeah, everybody heard it.
Yeah, what's going
Yes, double check. You guys, let me double check. I'm looking at the chat. Did you guys hear that one that just came through? The bot. So I'm waiting to hear. Yeah, everybody
on? Yeah.
heard it.
All right.
What you talking
False
about?
alarm,
What
Ben.
you talking about?
Morse
Willis?
Code has
There we go.
donated $20. The classics I can bring include Pat and Kelly's Heroes, Little Big Man, Tora, Airport Catch 22, Beyond the Valley of the Dolls, and more, but as much because of the TV series MASH is my favorite 1970s film.
He sent it 20 minutes ago. That's what
Oh.
Ben. My phone just popped up right now.
Oh, I see.
Sorry, Ben.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was probably when we forgot it was on. Cody Allen, my pick is Dazed and Confused, 1993, classic and great soundtrack. Yeah, it's good.
I saw Dazed and Confused in the theater.
Did you?
10 times.
10 times?
We just kept
It's a great movie.
we kept driving to Lincoln.
Phyla Lauren donated $20. Also 1987. Predator, The Princess Bride, Dirty Dancing, The Lost Boys, Harry and the Hendersons,
Damn.
Spaceballs, Full Metal Jacket, Lethal Weapon,
Damn.
Fatal Attraction, among others.
Damn.
Predator and The Princess Bride are my
You
favorites.
see what I'm talking about with
Yeah.
the 80s? 80s didn't mess around. 80s
Yeah,
has to be the
I guess
best.
I'm only remembering the goofy ones.
John Roca donated $20.
Oh, there he goes.
No movies from the year I was born, but a few years later I heard some Miss Whole Yell, Let There Be Light, and then there was light.
Is it mean to say that I think that this Roca has gotten a few more laughs than the Roca did in Atlanta on stand-up?
Oh shit!
No, I'm just kidding. Roca's actually been doing really well in stand-up. He's got good energy about him. Huge Anus is back.
Oh, hey!
Oh, by the way, last night Peanut Butter Anus had done something on the Schmo Show, and Ellis hadn't heard about him yet. Lost his mind. Thought it was so funny. He started asking a lot of questions about Peanut Butter Anus. Huge Anus says this is his brother.
Lawrence Lease donated $20. Shout out Chuck. When Flaus eats too many beans, he becomes Zofart and Flaus.
That's true. He does.
I just need these guys to write my stand-up for me.
I know.
This-
Seriously. You miss. See, this is one of the things I will tell you that I was probably thinking about. I mean, from a lot of different things. I will most likely, when we're allowed to again, I'll probably do it. I'm probably going to do a set because what I told myself when I was here, what I was going to do was get myself into, stop eating like an asshole.
Yeah.
I've been doing it for the last couple of days. Get back on the treadmill. Been doing that. Learn how to do tech. I've been doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Working on Schmodown and getting stuff working and all that's been doing well. My next thing is to start working on to work on the jokes again and to develop I want to develop like 8 to 10 minutes so I can start to if I can do 8 to 10 minutes again, then I'll start doing it on the road when we have the Schmodown.
Yeah.
And if the 8 to 10 is coming along, maybe I'll start going back at the Comedy Store. I don't know. It's just something in my head. Is it true? I have no idea. That's what I tell myself. But anyway, back to Peter Butter and his brother Hugh. He says, in 2001, Mulholland Drive, Fellowship of the Ring, and Amelie.
Amelie. I love Amelie. And that was on
You know
the
what?
picture the other day.
I gotta see that.
The thumbnail.
I gotta see it again, Amelie. I remember seeing it a long time ago. But I don't remember it well enough.
I think that's the first foreign film I really liked. I mean,
Amelie? Yeah.
it's
Well, Francisco Ramirez. I was born in '96. Some of my favorites are Fargo, Happy Gilmore, Birdcage, underrated, The People versus Larry Flint, It's a good one too.
Oh yeah.
Those are ones that probably there's other ones in '96 that have come out, but those are the Fargo, obviously a big one. Happy Gilmore. I mean, Adam Sandler was on like a can't miss for a while too with Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, The Waterboy, Wedding Singer, and obviously Happy Gilmore was one. That was '96. That's right. Yeah, because '94 was Billy Madison. That's a good one. Bruce Leroy, 1980 had a ton of great movies, some of the best ever. He had Airplane, Blues Brothers, Caddyshack, but by far the best movie of '80 is the seminal work of Kirby Stevens' Taboo, starring Kay Parker. Lawrence Leese, who did the Cahoots Schmodown. Big Mo Movie Review, who talks about Jurassic Park, Bronx Tale, Hocus Pocus, Carlito's Way, Iron Monkey, Nightmare Before Christmas, and by the way, I purchased a hoodie and a T-shirt. Awesome. Carlito's Way was one. It's funny when you watch Carlito's Way. If you haven't seen it, it's a spoiler for Carlito's Way if you haven't seen it. But when you started out, I remember seeing that movie and not being able to really know what happens at the end. My wife watched it with me, I don't know, it was like 5 years ago for the first time, and she like guessed it. She's like, "Oh, what is at the end?" And I'm like, "What? You guessed it?" I'm like, "No." I'm trying to like convince her. And then she's like, "That's clearly the end." I'm like, "That did." Yeah, but I love that movie. Oof. I love that movie. I mean, because you know what's so great about Carlito's Way? It's an answer to Scarface, because it's like what if Tony Montana tried to get out? It's like, because he goes, "Do you remember Carlito's Way?"
No.
So Carlito was like a big baller when he was younger. Yeah. He gets out of jail and they want him, and he wants to go legit when he gets out, but he just can't. He just keeps stumbling into shit, and all of his past associates keep like, "You're not out, come on." And Robbie Kleinfeld is Sean Penn. And he's this really scummy lawyer, and he keeps getting Carlito into trouble, gets him into really big trouble. And there's just some great Pacino-isms throughout that movie. I love Carlito's Way. It's good. I think it's De Palma also that directed that movie. That's a good one. Silvestat. With the year I was born being 97, Anaconda has to be mentioned. My favorite there are the Disney version of Hercules, Air Force One, and Titanic. Let me tell you that, first of all, speaking of Hercules, not only is it getting a live-action remake they announced with the Russo brothers, which I think one of the Russos, maybe not the Russo brothers, that are developing it. That movie, for some reason, between this Schmobot, it just... Isn't it weird how something, whether it's a movie or anything, is not in your rotation of life at all, and then out of nowhere it just starts popping up? So my daughter is now obsessed with Hercules.
That's right. You were saying
she's obsessed with it. She's obsessed with Greek mythology now, and Percy Jackson and all this stuff. And Hercules is all like. This weekend I wanted to finish Lord of the Rings. She's like, "I want to watch the end of Hercules with you." I'm like, "You've just watched Hercules 8 times." She's like, "Yeah, but I didn't watch the end with you." And I'm like, "All right." He gives you one of those. And then the 2.5-year-old, what a shit attitude she's had lately. I gotta tell you. She's been pissed off at everything. This morning, she's like, "Want to dress as Anna." And I'm like, "Can I make food?" "No, dress Anna." I'm like, "Give me a break. I'm making eggs." "I want to dress as Anna." "Costume." Fine. Put the costume like this, and then she does a dance and runs off. Unbelievable. Okay. We have Eric. First off, awesome, you guys. Went with my suggestion.
Oh, yeah.
Second, I'll start with Saving Private Ryan, The Big Lebowski. This is 98 Truman Show, and The Thin Red Line. Well, Saving Private Ryan's the one that definitely stands out to me. I was here. I wasn't living here.
Yeah.
But I was here in Los Angeles, and I was in UCLA, for the New York Film Academy, that program. That's where I met Kaiser. And we had a bunch of people that I was friendly with that were students said, "Let's go to the movies." And we went we went over here in this area actually, and we had seen Lethal Weapon, but we also saw Lethal Weapon 4, and we had seen Saving Private Ryan. And I remember just being blown away by that movie when I saw it in the theater. I was glad that I had a chance to see that movie in the theater. Tim Sim says, "I was born in 92. I'm a millennial. One of my favorites of the year is Coppola's adaptation of Dracula." And this is the Schmobot from before.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I know that you love that movie. And you love it. I have it over there. We should do it. That's one of the things we should do. We should try to take some time and maybe do a watch along.
Whether I'd totally be down for that.
Maybe do it on the Twitch channel or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be fun. But yeah, man, that's a good one. Gary Oldman's incredible. Oh, thank God. Huge Moose Knuckle is back.
Oh, God. Where you been?
Hi from Toronto. My favorite movies from the year I was born are E.T., Porky's, The Wrath of Khan, and 48 Hours. 48 Hours is one, too. I mean, this is, you know what I'm hoping by everybody who's in the audience right now, who's watching on replay, make a list of some of these movies that maybe you haven't heard of or you don't know, or ones that were on your list that you said, oh, I forgot about that one. So that's the beauty of, as you hear the Schmobots that are coming in, or as we're reading these things out, make a list. The other thing I was going to ask you guys, and I'm going to see, and don't just say yes because of yes. If you really want me to do it, I will consider doing it. I was thinking about it because last night I was talking to Ellis and I were talking, and the idea of Ellis and I doing reviews together, it's probably going to be tough to do. But there are movies that I haven't seen or that I want to rewatch, or like I said, Blade Runner. I want to do like some old classic reviews, and I want to start doing a few more of these where it wouldn't be live, it would just be me, and I would have a review out. That's something you guys would be interested in. If not, I understand. But like I said, no. It's just,
Mark 38X donated $20. Hi guys, movies in my year 1981: Raiders of the Lost Ark, Mad Max 2, The Evil Dead, Time Bandits, Chariots of Fire, Halloween 2, Escape from New York, An American Werewolf in London, Escape to Victory, Friday the 13th Part 2.
Wow.
All right, so maybe I will. Maybe what I can do is I'll start doing some reviews.
Definitely people would dig that.
Well, I guess what I'd do is I could probably do some, maybe do the actual, maybe a watch along. So maybe what I could do is, I don't know.
I'd be down for the watch-alongs. I'd be down for doing kind of but maybe somebody already does this. But does it hold up, kind of a thing?
But I want to put out. So there's some reviews that I had missed that I'd like to do. Like for example, I think that one of the things that I wanted, because the initial idea was to try to, when we saw movies, was try to review them on this show. But it doesn't come out the same way, whether it's an interruption by, the Schmobot or something, or the conversation. I think that I want to do something, maybe just sitting from this desk right into the camera, do like a 3 to 4 minute review of things, and maybe go into the SEN group or something and have them vote on certain movies they want to see me review.
Big Mo Movie Review donated $20. Don't shoot me, but I've never seen Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh, see
That
it.
was the only reason it wasn't on my list of movies.
Dude, see it.
Yeah,
that one definitely holds up. It's a great Robin Williams movie, and what Brett and I were talking about not too long ago. It's a different take on like marriage and all this stuff too. Doc Antle.
Is that the one
That's
I
the one you sent me about he's doing cameos.
What is that called? So Cameo is a.
So I'm on Cameo. Yeah, Cameo. It's basically what you do is you go to Cameo, and if you want someone to wish you happy birthday, or or a personal message, or wish someone else a birthday, you can do it. And there's a lot of celebrities on it too. Like I see people charging like $70, $80. My shit's up there for like $15.
Well, yeah, some people $250, $500.
It's. I guess like the bigger celebrities that you probably get a lot of.
Would anybody want the Flouse to do cameos?
Throw it up there. Do the Flouse.
I'll do the Cameo.
Do it, or maybe.
I mean, he's a high ticket.
Well, you should probably just do it as yourself.
Yeah.
And then if people say, then people can just request the Flouse to do it, because it's good though. I like that. I have some people.
Shit, if you're $15, I'm $1. I mean,
people told me to charge more.
Yeah.
When I did it, and I said, I'm not gonna charge more. It was like it's $15, and it's like I don't know, because
you got to go like happy birthday. Yeah, that's.
It's when I'm at your camera and you give it, and people are like, hey, I'm not having a great day today. Can you give me a message or cheer me up to my SEN? And you do 15 minutes, or 15 20 seconds, a minute, $15. It's like I figure that's. To me,
I
see
heard
people
about
doing
it
like
with
$60-$70.
Saget was the first one I heard about doing it. I saw him on the news talking about doing it.
All right, let's see, guys. We're at 472.
Hey, wait, I thought we went to 5.
No, we're at 5. We're at 450.
Oh, for 50.
So, all right, here we got to get to 5. All right, everybody, want to get back to the discussion. If you want to go back to discussion, we need to get a 500. We're at 474. Need to get a 500. Let's get from it. It was a run by Fruity. Super chat there by Dragon RP1. All right, everybody, 45. Fuck, says Lounce. Fuck, says Lounce. All right, everybody, 45. Let's get to 500. 6 away. Gotta get to 500. Gotta get to 5. Gotta get to 5. 495. 499. Let's get back. Gotta get back. Come on, sons of bitches. All right, 503. There we go. Well done.
What's
I
the
love
show
it.
you
I love
watch?
it. That's my favorite is someone says that's annoying as hell. Well, then click like and it doesn't happen.
Yeah, it goes away.
Yep, that's annoying as hell. I can't wait to do that again. It's my favorite. Sir Lord Attenborough, thank you for putting in the Strobot. So huge. We had Huge Moose Knuckle, who about 48 hours. 48 hours is a great movie, man. Sir Lord Attenborough, hey guys, happy Friday. I was born in '88, and it was a stacked year. Beetlejuice, Die Hard, Willow, Coming to America, Big, Rain Man, Bloodsport, A Fish Called Wanda, Roger Rabbit, Killer Clown. Some good shit for sure. Thank you for the laughs. Bloodsport's a good one to talk about because that's a movie I think most people discovered on VHS. I don't know how many people saw Bloodsport in the theater, but like. You've seen Bloodsport, right?
Oh, my brother had that on heavy rotation.
It's a great movie.
He loved all those Van Damme.
Yeah. And well, you know what's so funny
Sweaty
about...
Ben Reiner donated $20.
Hey, Ben.
Hey guys, happy Friday. I was born in 1987 and some of my movies are Predator, Spaceballs, Dirty Dancing, and La Bamba, just to name a few. Have good weekend.
You too, my man.
Nice.
That's a good one, too.
Dirty Dancing.
Dirty Dancing's one that we can get into. But yeah, I think that for me... Bloodsport. I never understood with Bloodsport. You know the Ogre from Revenge of the Nerds.
Yeah.
Plays like the badass American. He's like all flabby and stuff. I mean, he's bonking people on the head. But it's a great 80s action movie. Frank Dukes, Christian Alante. I was born in '95. Here we go. My favorite movies from that year: Toy Story, Braveheart, and Jumanji. Braveheart's obviously my favorite out of those. We have to watch those. I watched Toy Story and Braveheart and Jumanji recently.
Wow.
Yeah, because Jumanji and Toy Story are both stuff you show to the kids. But Braveheart I watched with myself. I showed that to my kids also.
Yeah, I showed him Braveheart.
Yeah. Sammy, 88. Some of my favorites are Beetlejuice, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, The Land Before Time, Die Hard, Rain Man, Big, Twins, Oliver and Company, Child's Play, and Hairspray. Ellis gave me shit last night about having the Chucky head back there. He's like, you don't like that movie. I love Child's Play. The first Child's Play?
Oh, yeah.
Because Chucky was funny.
Yeah, it was.
He was a sadistic little fucker. He's funny.
Was that early on when they started to make kind of the goofy horror kind of
It was both.
things?
I mean, I think it was kind of took a page out of Freddy also from cracking jokes. But like when he would scream, like he'd get pissed off and he'd scream. It's so fucking funny. Like he'd just yell and I'm cracking up watching that shit. Ash Arnold. We're gonna get back to Ash, and Ash says.
Hey, Roaring.
He says, hey, Ring, best ones from the year I was born is Fargo, Scream, Space Jam, Independence Day, and The Rock. 96 wasn't great. I mean, that's a pretty good ones.
Yeah, that's a good list.
I mean, they're not as, classic, but this is some pretty big movies. Scream, I mean, is a classic horror movie for sure. Space Jam, I mean, if you grew up in that era, Space Jam is beloved by kids. I mean, Cody Hall would fight to the death for Space Jam. Independence Day, I remember how big that movie was when it came out. The Rock is easily one of the best, if not the best, Michael Bay movie ever made. There's some pretty good ones in there. Slen 182. I wouldn't say it's one of my favorites, but Newsies came out 2 days after I was born. I think Kevin Smith was in Newsies. As far as favorites that go, I would say Reservoir Dogs. Also a good one. But Reservoir Dogs I didn't see until a few years, probably like after I saw Pulp Fiction. That's how I was introduced to Tarantino.
Yeah, it was one of those things where you went back and then you read it.
Because you wanted to. He's like, oh, this guy did that too.
Yeah.
Michael Red Dingus, 88. Die Hard, Beetlejuice, Land Before Time, Child's Play, Coming to America, Bloodsport, Rambo 3. Great. The Naked Gun and Bull Durham. I remember seeing Rambo 3 in the theater with my buddy James, and we weren't supposed to be in that theater, but we went, we saw it, but like I said, Rambo 80s was a different time, man, because like there's no chance in hell that Rambo gets an animated series for kids today.
I couldn't believe that.
It's insane. It's the open. It was on in the mornings, and like he'd have the knife, and he's on. It's like, and then when because basically, in theory, as a child, you should watch the cartoon, but you couldn't see his movies.
No.
Chi-Town Pyro donated $20.
Thank you,
I was
Shannon.
born in '83. These are some of my
let's
favorite.
hear it.
Return of
83.
the Jedi, Superman 3, The Outsiders, Scareface, Christine, War Games, Trading Places, Mr. Mom, Bad Boys, Sean Penn, Cheech and Chong, Nation, Lampoon, Vacation, Valley Girl, Porky 2.
Vacation, man. Love the first Vacation.
I'd say Mr. Mom was
Lawrence Lease donated $20. J. Scott For Real dared me to do it. Cahoots, 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 cahoots. Hootska, hootska, hootska. Hootska, hootska, gotta run. Take care, you guys.
Thank you, Lise. Unfucking believable. Thank you, Michael, for that one. Seth Bayless, arguably one of the best years, 1999. Office Space, Fight Club, 10 Things I Hate About You, Eyes Wide Shut, American Beauty, American Pie, The Iron Giant, Blair Witch, and my favorite, The Matrix. Stay awesome, fellas.
Wow.
I remember it being hot in Tallahassee during all of those movies because that's where I was when those happened. I saw the majority. I saw Fight Club in the theater. I saw Eyes Wide Shut in the theater with the same. Yep.
Yeah.
Next, American Beauty I saw out here. American Pie I saw in Tallahassee. Iron Giant I saw it on Blu-ray. Blair Witch I saw in Tallahassee, and The Matrix I saw in Tallahassee.
I saw Blair Witch long after it came. I didn't go to that.
Oh, really? I saw it during the hype.
Yeah, and it didn't.
Nah, because it probably was done at the.
Yeah.
That movie, if you bought into, because the marketing on that movie was, I don't know if you remember, everybody, like, nobody knew if it was real or fake. It was before, like, the internet and people going, oh, it's obviously fake. People didn't know because there was like that video they put out on, like, I don't know if it was Sci-Fi or whatever channel it was, and nobody knew until they saw it and realized that it was, part of the movie. But was part of the hype behind it. Nick
that was
Piccolo.
The first big, like, found footage.
Yeah.
Hype up.
Easily,
Yeah, kind
easily.
of
Nick Piccolo. Hey guys, I was born in '96. For me, it was Matilda, Mission Impossible 1, Space Jam. It shows you how crazy Mission Impossible, that franchise. It's been around for 24 years. That franchise. That franchise has been around 24 years. Mission Impossible. I remember seeing that one in Queens. Space Jam, Twister, Scream, Independence Day, That Thing You Do, Fargo, Trainspotting, Happy Gilmore, Sling Blade, The Rock, and Swingers. But Mission Impossible is the first one, man. It's like people don't realize, like, it is really impressive what Mission Impossible as a franchise has been able to do, because unlike Fast and Furious, because Fast and Furious needed a shock to get the system back.
Yeah.
Because it was like, okay, what are we going to do with these movies? And they get to 4 and they start to turn it into this very different franchise. And by the time you get to 5, it's a full-on, like, superhero. The rules of reality are out the window, and everybody accepts it, and it becomes. That's when I started like Fast and Furious, because the first one was a Point Break ripoff, and then. It was fine, but it was a Point Break ripoff, and then 2 and 3 was whatever. But they had to reboot it, basically. Mission Impossible has been going strong.
Yeah.
The 2 was a stinker, but 1, 3, 4, they've all been really good and been going on for 26 years.
That's
It's pretty
insane.
crazy, dude. Or 24 years, whatever. I love Yummy Waffles. So do I.
Oh.
Born in '73. One of the scariest movies ever for me is The Exorcist. Some other good ones from that year is Enter the Dragon, Sting, and Serpico. Yeah, before it's funny though when you go to the 70s. I think there's some great movies that came out in the 70s.
Yeah.
I mean, classics, great movies. I think it's a weaker decade than the 80s, and definitely than other movies too. Like, because even like '73, Exorcist, great film.
Yeah.
Enter the Dragon, great. Sting and Serpico. I'm sure there are other ones too, but those are the ones that stand out, right? Randy Avenell. Best movie from the year. Zaflarten Flaus was born, must be Trolls World Tour. Anyway, we can get those Fear and Loathing at SEN posters signed by you and Zaflaus. Bought a shirt already. Well, I mean, look, that's one of the things. If you guys get the shirt from Attack Peter, once again, it is available for 7 days starting today. It is available now. The link is available in this description. 7 days to get that design. Here's the design once again, everybody. It's right there, and it's awesome. And even with this, we got to do this, bro. We didn't do this today. Imagine these two.
You got to get that sweater.
Yeah, I know, right? Imagine these two driving through, like, God knows where. Look at this. Look at these two idiots. So good. Flaus, you get the shirt, Flaus, Anyway, it's so good. You can get it now, but the answer is if you guys come to if you guys come to a live event, and I will absolutely and the Flaus will absolutely sign the shirt for sure. So absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, Eddie 314. My 21st birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday! I went to check out what came in my birth week, and it came out that that not even close, Karloff. And it turns out that I share a birth week with The Matrix. Phantom Menace also came out a few weeks later, so that's sort of eventful too. Absolutely, it did. That was a big summer, man. When I remember when everybody was talking Star Wars, obviously, but Matrix was the talk of the summer once it was all over.
Oh yeah. And what a pisser. Sorry, for your 21st birthday, you can't go out to a bar.
I know. That's no shit. Probably getting hammered
Philly
at home.
donated $20.
Thank you.
1976 Taxi Driver Network Rocky the Omen King Kong Logan's Run Bad News Bears Marathon Man Silver Streak Cannonball and Emmanuel in Bangkok.
Shit, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Rocky, though. I mean, you say Rocky all day long.
Manuel. Do you know what it is?
Yeah, that Emmanuel's the one. That's the one that. But didn't they?
Those were softcore porn.
Yeah, that was.
Will
right?
Nate ain't donated $1. I was born 1991, so Silence of the Lambs, T2 Thelma and Louise, Beauty and the Beast, Fisher King and Point. You're awesome and love Zoffler Tin Flaus.
Thank you.
you.
Very, very nice. Wow, we have a lot to get through, guys. So, artsy fartsy. The movie that I came out, the movie that I love that came out in the year I was born is Seven. People say 94 was the best year of movies, but 95 was no slouch. Heat, Braveheart, Usual Suspects. It's a good year.
Sweet.
Some of my favorites, too. Yeah, Heat, Braveheart, and Usual Suspects are all in my list. Yeah, man, that's true.
Sit on My Face, Kate donated $20.
Okay.
The Brave Little Toaster, 1987.
Classic.
Where do you get the Kay Parker inspiration from?
Right.
He's made Kay Parker relevant again. If she was ever relevant, I have no fucking idea.
I
never heard of her until recently. Okay. And Ellis goes, I know what I'm doing tonight. Andrew G. Is Maul versus...
Big Mo Movie Review donated $20. Hot take. The Fast and the Furious is better than Point Break. Sorry, not sorry.
I'm not going to disagree with you on that one. And Catherine Bigelow is a much... I don't know. I think she did a pretty good job with Point Break. Point Break I like a little bit better. So, Andrew G., is Maul versus Kenobi in Rebels the first time they met since the Clone Wars? Could Maul come back for that Kenobi series? I know his solo cameo is 10 years before New Hope, and Rebels is 2 years. Why wouldn't he be able to appear? It is the first time that they've met since the Clone Wars, because Maul has been searching for him for the entire time. He's been looking for him. That's the whole point of Rebels. The whole point of Rebels is that he's been waiting and searching and trying to find out where he is, and he finally gets a lock on him. So yeah, I think that Clone Wars ties up to Rebels so much better from what those original scripts that we probably won't ever see now of Obi-Wan, or at least the movie script was going to be. It was going to be Vader. Vader was going to come back. Now, whether that's going to happen again now, I have no idea. But Vader was going to come back. That would have been great. Eric, one Clone Wars thing. Check out the behind-the-scenes video where you see Ray Park do mocap and such. It's really cool, and the guy kicks ass. Can you do a full spoiler talk after the season is over? Yeah, I think I'm going to. I think maybe that's... What about that? Maybe that's the first review that I do.
Yeah.
First review is just an overall season review of the Clone Wars. I'll do it on... Maybe I'll tape it on that Friday, release it little on Friday during the day next week, so that way you guys have it.
Probably one of the top two
May the 4th.
celebrity interviews I've done is Ray Park.
But so Ray Park, that was a good one. But wait, so if May 4th is this, that means that's a couple days from now.
Yeah. No, we're it's actually May 1st.
Yeah, it's May 1st. So May 4th is on Monday. That's when the finale of Clone Wars is? Oh shit. So maybe I'll do the review. If that's the case, maybe I'll do the review that day. Is that accurate, guys? Is the finale coming out this Monday? Let me see.
So because they usually drop them on Friday, but now they're gonna do, because it's May 4th.
It makes sense, but I want to just confirm more people who shit. So that's cool. All right. So they're not doing it on that Friday. Wow, cool. All right, I like it. Good. I wonder how long it is the question.
As I was looking at my calendar, before I get, I'm going to be doing Roxy's show May 2nd. May 2nd.
You're doing
cool. Live at the Roxy.
It's a fun show. I don't know, dude, I kind of like this shot.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I actually like this shot of you and I.
It's very artsy-fartsy.
I don't have the actual logo up there. Maybe I'll try it with the logo, but the black works. All right.
This is the one that isn't with the...
It doesn't have the
Oh, got it. But did the bots come up on it, and then
I got the donations to come up for sure. So the robot is still on, guys. We're going to continue on streamlabs.com/the Schmodown. If there's anything we haven't talked about from your year, movies that you want to talk about, anything in general. Okay, let's see. Now we're going to go.
Rita _Fartsnagler donated $20.
There you go.
Kay Parker is cool and all, but what about my girl Honey Wilder?
I don't know about Honey Wilder either. You guys are giving me all these names. Let's see, who's Honey Wilder? Oh, there she is. I don't know her either.
These guys are going way back.
Let's see. Oh no, are we talking about? Yeah, you can't do it there.
Oh, yeah.
So you guys, who? Maybe this is Roka's. Maybe it's Roka's pseudonym.
This is Roka's era.
Yeah, maybe Roka's era. Yeah. So there you go.
Honey Wilder.
Honey Wilder. Oh, there she is.
Oh,
Atta girl. All right. Let's go next here.
Tracy Lords was the one that
Tracy Lords
from that.
Yeah,
was that era? Or?
Yeah, no, she was the 80s, but the thing with Tracy Lords was illegal.
Oh, that's right.
She was illegal, and then she became a serious actress.
Yeah.
She was in Cry Baby. She was in some other things.
That's right.
Yeah. I always got her confused with Rebecca De Mornay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I always got them confused, those two. Eric, one Clone Wars thing. Check out. Oh yeah. The Ray Park video was pretty good. I did watch that. Lawrence Leese, my years, Die Hard, Roger Rabbit, Big Twins, Hulk Returns. Damn, Hulk Returns.
I don't even
remember that. Don't forget the classic film Cahoots. It's a good one. Dagan. I was born in 90. Back to the Future 3, Die Hard 2, The Hunt for Red October. I like Die Hard 2. The Pretty Woman, Ghost, Goodfellas, and maybe my favorite Arnold movie, Total Recall. Those movies came out 30 years ago. It's pretty nice. Keelix, 77 might not be the greatest year overall for movies, but there were a few great ones. Annie Hall, Slapshot, Smoking the Bandit, The Rescuers, and a movie called Star Wars. However, my favorite from 77 is Close Encounters of the Third Kind. I have it sitting on the shelf, but I haven't seen that movie in at least 20 to 30 years.
Oh, God. No. Yeah, I mean, that's...
When was the last time you saw Close Encounters?
That longer than that.
Right?
I think, yeah, that's...
I got to rewatch that movie because if I have... And maybe that's one of the things... Maybe that's one of the things that I start doing when I have these, like, if I start doing these reviews, because going back and watching movies like that, because Blade Runner, for example, I remember, and like the guy brought up before, Jurassic Park 2, Lost World, maybe going back and doing that, and doing a review of that when we have this time.
I would say Blade Runner definitely holds up.
It does. But I'm
Jake _Iakoveta donated $20. We need a reaction video of Christian's wife looking at the search history of the shit he looks up on the show.
No shit. What the fuck are you looking at? What are you doing? No shit.
Who's this Honey Wilder?
Who's Honey Wilder? Until today, honey, I had no idea. Pun intended. Okay. Now we get to Chad Wires. My birth years. Godfather 2, Chinatown, Blazing Saddles, The Longest Yard, and the classic Herbie Rides Again.
That's 74. That's my year.
Yeah, that's yours. Andrew G. I've always enjoyed Revenge of the Sith, but god damn, this final arc of Clone Wars has really elevated that film to me to a new level. Having this other perspective of events and what's going on with Ahsoka during the events of the film. Yeah, I think it makes so much more sense for people who are like, well, where was Ahsoka during all this time? Well, now you know. Yeah. Yo, Jimbo, 880. Lots of great movies in 80. Empire, Raging Bull, Shining, 3 great comedies, Blues Brothers, Caddyshack, and Airplane, and can't forget about the incomparable Flash Gordon. That's right, 80 was a pretty good one. Julie Sheridan put in a
Who's that? Who's that?
That's your mama.
I did my mommy.
That's your mama. Jay Siraj. I win. And but Julie, by the way, who put in let's see, out of these movies, Streetcar Named Desire is a classic.
Yeah,
that's one that I had to watch in school. Did you ever see the remake of The Day the Earth Stood Still?
No, I don't think so. No.
African Queen. That's a great one too. That's a great one. African Queen. That's some good movies from.
Did she mention the original thing?
The original thing with
would you watch that one?
No, I think that people would be mad if I watched that one.
If you watch that one first,
even though it is the original. Jay Siraj, I win. 84 from me. Terminator, Ghostbusters, Neverending Story, Karate Kid, Temple of Doom, Conan, Police Academy, Last Starfighter, Gremlins, Footloose. Yeah, and Breakfast Club also.
Yeah.
Yeah, 84 is a pretty good one.
Footloose.
Tim Sim, who put in a schmobot about the Clone Wars. See that guy over there? 1991. I looked through the list and I saw these: Terminator 2, Beauty and the Beast, The Addams Family, An American Tail, Fievel Goes West. Those are some classics right there. Lydia Aaron. Hey, guys, I was born in 94. Ton of great movies. Shawshank, Forrest Gump, Pulp Fiction, Lion King, Speed, Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, and Leon the Professional. That one we haven't talked about. Leon the Professional is one of my all-time favorite movies. You remember that movie?
Leon the
Professional with Natalie Portman when she's the the one with Gary Oldman.
Is the full name Leon the Professional?
It's Leon.
Oh,
yeah,
Leon?
Yeah,
oh,
Leon,
okay.
the original.
I thought it was just The Professional.
That's the American title. The original title was Leon. Huh. Lawrence Lease, shout out to Total Recall. You've got a lot of nerve showing your face around here, Hauser. Now let's see. I'm going to get to where is it? So that was the last one. Let's see. So we're still over here, everybody. So if you want to head on over to streamlabs.com/theshowdown. Let me read a couple super chats before we get to the Streamlabs because we have a lot, and we're probably going a little longer today because there's just so many coming in. And, I mean, there's a lot of super chats coming in already. I haven't read any of them. Wow. Going to go to the super chats now. So we'll be here a little longer today. Stick with us if you want, or if you're joining us on audio, please make sure that you go on over to Streamlabs. Excuse me. If you're on audio, please rate and review over there. It's super helpful. It's the reason why we get these great sponsors, like we've had Mint Mobile. And of course Blue Chew, and all these great sponsors that we've had, and we had that because you guys are going to iTunes and you're clicking like, you're rating it, and you're letting us know. So, okay, we're gonna start with Jesus Ortiz. Oh no, sorry, that was from yesterday. Actually, I apologize. We're getting back. This is. I don't know why it said yesterday it was 5-1. It wasn't. Oh, I guess you know why? Because it was. It came in late. It came in late. Starting with Ryan C. Jurassic Park, Philadelphia, Tombstone, 1993. It's a good one. Yeah. Master Anal Gland, so thank God. Can't watch live today because of work. I was born in 95. Toy Story, 7, Bad Boys, Heat, Casino, Friday, Braveheart, Tommy Boy, Billy Madison, and, of course, Showgirls. Tommy Boy and Billy Madison came out the same year?
Wow.
Billy Madison was 94. I'm sure Billy Madison was 94. Hold on. That one I got to be right about. Billy Madison was 95? Is that true? No way.
I'd love to keep checking up.
But I can't. No way. No way. Billy Madison was 95. No way. What? When did that come out?
It says Billy Madison 94.
Let me see. Billy Madison
on one
released
thing.
February 10th, 95. Wow. Could have sworn that was 94. Really? Could have sworn that was 94. I would have lost. I know. Matt Link says stop doubting people. I know. You're right. I just felt I would have lost in that one. I would have lost.
Oh, release dates. This has been blowing my mind all day.
I'm so good at it. I'm awful.
Oh,
at it.
not at all.
Well, how about that? Well, all right.
Well,
Jason Kane, 96 was a great year. Jerry Maguire. That's a good one. We haven't talked about that one. Mission Impossible, The Edge, Independence Day, Scream, Space Jam, but nothing beats Fargo in my mind. Those are good ones for sure. RBJ 36, 1982. This is one that hasn't been brought up. First Blood, Blade Runner, and Scarface. First Blood, though, man. Yeah, at the start of Rambo. Mm-hmm. Great choice. Loyola 620. Not many faves in my birthday, but there is Indy, Raiders of the Lost Ark, and Escape from New York. Honorable mention is American Werewolf in London. Best transformation ever to this day. It's a really good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ian loves movies. I'm glad to hear that, Ian. 1999, The Matrix, Fight Club, Green Mile, Toy Story 2, The Mummy, Office Space, and Sleepy Hollow are some of my favorites out of my year. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Ian. That's awesome. The Matrix is such a... And Fight Club. The fact that they both came out in the same year. Pretty nuts. Dragon R3 Born, 83 for me is Return of the Jedi, Vacation, and Octopussy. Return of the Jedi, obviously, and Vacation. I still love I'm more of an original Vacation. People love Christmas Vacation, and I'm on board with it.
Yeah.
But it's like you can only have one Vacation movie.
Oh, of course.
It's the original.
Oh, the OG. Yeah.
The OG one. Yeah. Darth Ko, 91 Hook, T2, and Beauty and the Beast. It's pretty good ones too.
Yeah.
Every time I think of Beauty and the Beast, I think of snow and Big Macs. I was with an ex, and we were watching, and her parents weren't home, and we were just hanging out watching that movie. I was like 13 or whatever, 14, and I went and I got myself a Big Mac. We got Big Macs, and we sat down. And it was freezing outside, and we watched Beauty and the Beast. I don't know how I remember that.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember it. Shia LaMusic. For 1990, I have to say Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for the movie, but also Edward Scissorhands and The Rescuers Down Under.
Yeah, I know. I remember that one.
Yeah. Kate Van D. 88 is Beetlejuice. Absolutely. Craig Spencer. Willy Wonka. Dirty Harry. French Connect. Shaft 71. Spamberton 72. Godfather. Slaughterhouse 5. That one hasn't been talked about. Season of the Witch. Deliverance. The Last Hour. On the Left. And Deep Throat. Deep Throat was a fucking huge movie.
Yeah.
Man. It was a huge movie. Patricia Metz. 82 was the year. Tootsie. Tootsie. His journey from misogynist to a good, understanding man. You know who plays the roommate in that, right?
No.
You don't remember?
God.
Come on. Come on. Comedy legend.
Oh, my God. The roommate into a
5, 4. Take a guess.
Tom
3.
Hanks.
Bill Murray.
Bill Murray.
Bill Murray is the answer. Tales from Island Z. Aloha, you maniacs. Minor Godfather. Jeremiah Johnson. Enter the Dragon and Superfly. What year was I born? That was what? 72 is what I would guess. The Time Traveler. I was born the same week Back to the Future was released. So proud. 85 was one of the best years for movies and for me. 85 was a great
Jeremy
year.
donated $20.
Thanks, Jeremy.
1988 Die Hard, Bloodsport, Rain Man, Young Guns, and Beetlejuice.
Yep.
Oh, great.
Oh, no.
Now you've summoned Beetlejuice.
Now he's coming in. All right, guys. We're at 541. You know what's happening. All right, everybody. 541. 541. Need to get to 600. Can we get to 600? Got to get to 600. 20 people just got to hit 600. 20 people. 20 people.
Only 20 people?
Let's do it. 20 people. Need to get to 600. 20 people.
Get him.
We're at 541. Got to get to 600. We're at 552. We get to 600. Get back to the list. Let's do it. Let's do it. Can we get to 552? 552. 564. Need to get to 600. At 564. Waiting for it. 58 away. 50. No. Look at this. Almost 30 or 32 away from 600. Got to get to 600. 73. If you get to 600 right now, I'll shave Brett's eyebrows. 573. 576. 576. Got to get to 600. Got to get to 600.
Parker is my great aunt.
Oh, I went outside and kicked someone in the balls for no reason. 582. 582. Look at this. 600. Can we get to 600? 25 away. Can we get to do it? Can we do it? Can we do it? 15 away. I know how to count. 584. We lost one. 584. Need to get now we are now 16 away. You sons of bitches. Let's do it. 13 away. 13 away. Can we do it? Can we do it? 587. Look at 600. Look at 600. Can we do it? 12 away. 12 away. Just need to slam it down. You want to get back to the conversation? That's all you got to do. Slam it down. We lost one again, you dummies. 587. Got to get to 600. Every time you hit dislike, it's gonna be that much farther away from ending this bit.
Every time you hit dislike, an angel loses its wings.
Oh, they don't like angels apparently. Ready? 588. 588. Let's get to 590. We got almost to 600. 10 away. 10 away. Can we get 10 away? Can we get 10? Can we get 10? 8. Now we need 8. Now we need 8. 8. Can we get to 8? Can we get to 8? Come on, everybody. Can you do it? All you got to do is slam it down. Slam it down. You got to slam it down. Put your dick on it if you have to. 591. 591. 597. Almost at 6. I'm going to stop this button. All you got to do is, for the love of God, just hit the button and we're almost at 599. Almost at 600, everybody. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, my God. We're almost there. Almost there. All right. All right.
Oh, they mess with they pull them off and on.
Yeah, it's funny.
You little bastard.
You know what I feel like? I feel like when the audience is sitting there, they're listening along, and then when they hear the music, and they
I heard it.
Absolutely. Okay, so Pay Chandra, you missed my Schmobot, Lorna. We'll get to it. If I didn't already. Scott Douglas, 1970, Tora, Love Story, Patton, and MASH. Those are good ones. Of those, I take MASH. Not only a great movie, but it spawned the TV series, so it has a legacy. It really did something different, because not a lot of, like, now movies can spawn television shows and everything. So that was it was pretty different for that to be able to do that, and a very successful TV show at that, obviously.
I don't think I saw MASH the movie.
I don't remember it, and I wasn't a big MASH TV person, but it was before my time.
I feel like it was too. I feel like it was R-rated, I think, or
not R-rated, but maybe adult themes.
Adult themes. Yeah, I think there was more sexuality with the hot lips Houlihan.
Yep. Peter T. I'm not as old as Roca, but I was born in '71. The Andromeda Strain, Dirty Harry, The French Connection, and A Clockwork Orange are just a few. Well, Clockwork Orange to me is the one. I remember seeing that movie. It was, I must have seen. Maybe I saw it in college.
SB_Stewart donated $20.
Thank you.
1985 had a lot of great movies, including my personal all-time favorite.
Back to the Future.
Sorry, Brad, not Back to the Future. Not even the Goonies.
Oh.
My personal favorite is Clue.
Wow, it's a good one. It's a good movie. People love Clue, man.
Yeah.
I forget who hates it. I think I want to tell you that I can't remember who hates it. Well, probably Roca.
I think it was Roca, yeah.
Joseph Grimaldi, born in 84. Favorite film was Ghostbusters. Some great choices.
Can't deny that.
So much stuff. You know, one of the things, though, as I look at this list, though, there's I could go back to this episode or these lists and find so many of these things. If I'm going to actually do these reviews and stuff, too, that I think we can do some fun ones together. Damon R. 1974, the 1974 Godfather 2, The Conversation, Chinatown, Blazing Saddles, and Young Frankenstein. Love Young Frankenstein. Jamie Gore, 96, Scream. Shout out to Primal Fear and Jerry Maguire. Good ones. F. James, 72. 72 was the golden age of porn with classics as Deep Throat and The Devil and Mrs. Jones. Never heard of Miss Jones, but Deep Throat, obviously.
Devil and Mrs. Jones.
Yeah, I don't know that one. You know that one?
Yeah, I think my parents
Filthy
rented
animal.
it.
Well, oh, didn't know what it was.
That was
Can't turn this one on. Matthias Polacco, 87. Evil Dead 2, great one. RoboCop 2. Nope, sorry, RoboCop 1. Predator, Freddy 3, Dream Warriors, Lethal Weapon, Beverly Hills Cop 2, Lost Boys, Princess Bride, Good Morning Vietnam, Full Metal Jacket, and Empire of the Sun. Those are all great movies.
Empire of the Sun.
Yeah, all great ones. Shia LaMusic. Show her Jim Henson's The Storyteller, Greek Myths. I might have to. What is that? So let me do that. Storyteller, Greek Myths. I'll do the Storyteller. I'll have to do that one for sure. All right. Getting back up. There's a lot of super chats that we're getting through here. Dragon R3 Born is run by Fruiting. Dr. Fu Minshu, 94. 94 seems like everybody was born in 94, but a lot of Leon, True Lies, Jim Carrey's massive breakout with Ace Ventura, Dumb and Dumber, The Mask, Shawshank, Pulp Fiction, Ace Ventura. Maybe Ace Ventura is what I was thinking about in 94. Maybe that's exactly when I thought Billy Madison, maybe Madison in 95.
Yeah.
And then Ventura was 94. Maybe that's exactly what I was thinking. Jason Siraj, don't forget, everyone, the season finale of Clone Wars is this Monday, not Friday.
Got
May
it.
the 4th. There you go, Jason. Thank you. Mukbang Reviews, 1984, Purple Rain. Good one.
Daniel Haga donated $20. I was born on Independence Day in 1996. Independence Day came out in 1996.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember that. Aiden Moulton, my favorite movie from the year I was born is The Royal Tannenbaums. You're not going to get too many arguments from this panel. Ryan C., 893, again, Hot Shots Part 2. Robin Hood Men in Tights, Ninja Turtles 3, Hard Target. Oh, you're singing, who's this, Mark Ellis? Cool Runnings, Rudy, Wayne's World 2, Batman, Mask of the Phantasm. These are good ones. Ben Rayner also had Adventures of Babysitting, Evil Dead 2, Wall Street, and Roxanne. It's another bunch from
I love the Adventures in Babysitting.
Dishes are done, man.
Yeah, dishes are done.
So I did finally watch. See, like, again, to reference this thing that I'm thinking about doing with the reviews, like I had been doing this like 2-3 weeks ago, I would have done a review of Jay and of the reboot of Jay and Bob, because that's Keith Coogan, is that his name? I guess who does the does that line? Dishes are done. I think that's his name.
Now, I just for a second there am going, is that...
He pops up.
No, is that Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead, or is that Adventures in Babysitting?
Adventures in Babysitting. And what did I say?
What
did they say?
For a second, I was like, wait, is that line from... For a second, I thought that was in Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead.
Right, I don't remember. Keith Coogan, right?
Yeah, Keith.
Oh, Keith Coogan, Dishes Are Done. Isn't that right?
I thought it was Seth Green was in one of those. I don't know.
Hold on. Dishes
are done, man.
Yeah. It was Keith Coogan that said it. For sure, but what the hell was the...
Star of Adventures in Babysitting, yeah.
Yeah.
I confused the two of them.
Yeah. Let's see, play the clip.
Oh, no.
It is Don't Tell Mom. It's the same actor.
Oh, my God.
It's the same actor, but different movie.
Hang around my house.
Yeah, that's what...
Mow the lawn today, and don't forget to do the dishes, okay? Bye.
Yeah.
I'll do the dishes.
Yeah, hold on. Where is it? This is right here.
Dishes are done, man.
Yeah, that was it. That's right.
Wow. I got the right movie.
You got the right movie, and I was completely thinking of something else.
And you're winning.
Yeah, and you're winning. You won. I told everybody you're playing the Warfather, right?
Oh, yeah.
Thanks. That's going to be a good one. Shit. We're definitely going to go a little over today, and we might even have to push back into Monday because you guys really crushed it today. I can't even believe it. I can't believe how
I'm
many.
gonna have to pee. You got anything I can pee on?
No thanks.
No, I mean, any topic.
Here, well, you
I'll
can
run
do.
out.
Yeah, here, but do this first before you do that because I hate when you run back there. There you go. Go ahead.
Show the T-shirt.
I am letting everybody know about this once again. If you want to get this exclusive design, it's only available. Again, Attack Peter did this design. It's incredible. My wife alone last night was like, "You got to get me one of those," and I will. It's available right now. You can get the link. It's in the description below. It's available for 1 week only, and then it's gone. You can't get it any other time. So if you want to get it, if you're listening to this on audio, if you're watching on the replay, and you want to know how, just go on over. If you're listening on audio, come on over to the video version and look at the link in the description. It's a phenomenal design. I'm really excited about it, and Peter just did such a good job on it. Who's that? All right, that's me. Okay, let's get back into some of these things because you guys have this is a lot of fun today. Good conversation here. I'm pumped. Let's see some more. If there's any other ones that I missed, I hope I didn't miss anybody over there. I know that Lydia Aaron, who said I was born in '94, Shawshank, Forrest Gump, Pulp Fiction, Lion King, Speed, Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, and Leon. Yes. There's a few other ones. It's kind of a few of these kind of. If I covered a few of them already, I appreciate it, and I am sorry. Big Beck, 81 is Raiders of the Lost Ark, Escape from New York, American Werewolf, Time Bandits, Stripes. PC, 96 Ferris Bueller. Little Shop of Horrors is one we haven't talked about. Blue Velvet, Labyrinth, Pretty in Pink, Color of Money, and Stand By Me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through a lot of these. And if there's ones that we repeated, so it doesn't get repetitive, that what we'll do is I'll skip over kind of the repetitive ones, but I'll cover ones from that year that we haven't kind of gone into. So, and speaking of which, that was Little Shop of Horrors, and they're doing a remake of that one. I think they said Chris Evans is playing the Doctor, right? Is that accurate, or somebody? I can't even know if he was actually cast or if someone had recommended him. But either way, Rick Moranis in that movie was really good. Steve Martin. It's a good movie. If you guys haven't checked that movie out, really, really good. Chris Johns in 1994. Clerks is one. I had a chance to see Clerks at my local cinema 7 years ago. It was awesome. Clerks is a great one. We didn't bring up Clerks, Brett, from 94. Clerks is a really good one. It's a really good one. So loving that one, loving that choice. That put Kevin Smith obviously on the map. So that's when it gave us Kevin Smith. Agent 66 is 1980, and Blues Brothers is one we haven't really talked about. Battle Beyond the Stars, but the Blues Brothers is a movie I don't think enough people talk about also because Belushi is still. I fear that Belushi is going to be not forgotten, but not as revered as he should be from the younger generation.
Yeah.
You know, because how good he was. I think comedy students will definitely study him and know, but he deserves more love.
I think more people because Chris Farley is closer, and there's a bigger catalog almost. I think than Belushi. Would you say? Or?
Yeah, who Farley has a bigger category.
And
I mean, I don't know. I mean, they had a very similar career. I mean, because it was cut short. Yeah. Right. St. Pussy Lips. Great movies that came out when I was born. 88.
Tim Sim donated $20.
Thank you, Tim.
Safe to say the majority of the SEN community are 80s kids and find that decade as the golden age of movies.
Yep.
I found the tribute vid on YouTube that I want to post on the SEN Facebook page and Twitter later today.
Do it, Tim. Tim, you're the man. I'm a big Tim Sim fan. He's a big schmodown guy, and he's always in here. He's one of the most dedicated and loyal SEN people. Just a good human being. God bless you, Tim. You're a good dude. So great movies. Again, this is from he said Johnny Skidmarks, Pecker Ferngully 2, Stepmom, Hard Rain, Snake Eyes, Wrongfully Accused, Dirty Work, and Paulie. You know, Hard Rain is. Do you remember that one with Michael Douglas?
Hard Rain.
Yeah,
I probably did.
Yeah, Big Beck, 81. Escape from New York is one we haven't really talked about too much, but as Time Bandits, Stripes. So, you know, Time Bandits.
I've seen Escape from New York.
Escape from New York, the first one. Escape from L.A. was just basically the same freaking movie, just not really that good. But Escape from New York, they've been talking so long about remaking that movie. At one point, Gerard Butler was supposed to be in it, and like it's I think Tom Hardy at one point was rumored for it. It's a great premise, especially like today with all the shit going on in the world. I think I'd be really interested to do that. PC 86, Ferris Bueller, Little Shop of Horrors, Blue Velvet, Labyrinth. Labyrinth is one we haven't talked about. Labyrinth is another one. Food. There's certain movies I remember food. I remember Labyrinth coming back, seeing Labyrinth. From seeing Labyrinth, I remember seeing it and having pretzels and onion dip. I don't know why I remember that.
Did
but I
you
remember
like Blue Velvet, or do you think it's just kind of...
It's too weird for me when I saw it. It was too strange. Jim Mason, who put in a Schmobot before. Keelix. This is a few more from 77 that we haven't talked about. Pumping Iron. Kingdom of the Spiders, and then Kentucky Fried Movie. That's a good one.
Kentucky Fried Movie was hilarious.
Pumping Iron is hilarious. Pumping Iron is a movie that...
What is Pumping
It's
Iron?
the one with Schwarzenegger. When he was... it was his documentary that he did before he was a star. He was a star bodybuilder. And
did they just re-release that then, or
yeah,
something?
it's been all
and it's with him and Lou
Lou
Ferrigno.
Ferrigno.
Oh, okay, so I didn't. So that came out
77.
Oh God, I
Yeah.
thought that was like a new thing that
New
somebody put.
thing. I mean, he was like 28 years old in the movie.
No, but I thought it was a documentary they just
They
released.
just released.
Yeah.
No. It came out in 77.
Wow,
yeah.
wow.
That's how he broke out as a star. Seth Bayless, my radio station in Nebraska, I think that's Nebraska, did a segment called Dare Dice. The audience suggests a dare. The host chooses the final dare. Then each member of the table rolls a dice, and the lowest roll has to perform the dare. Fits the vibe of SEN and be cool for the show. I never like taking other people's, it's taking other people's bits.
Yeah.
But it sounds like a fun thing though. Michael Rhett Dingus, Beetlejuice, or Who Framed Roger Rabbit are the favorite for me. Roger Rabbit is we're not talked about enough too. Do you know which big Hollywood producer has a role in that movie to start out in the beginning of that movie?
Do you think I do?
No, I don't. I don't think you know.
Is anybody in the chat? Is
Joel
that what we-
Silver.
Joel Silver.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Gavin Min. Not much else to say about 77 besides Star Wars. It's got to be one of my favorite, which was an okay year in film. But I'll say Smokey and the Bandit and the Rankin Bass version of The Hobbit. There's Close Encounters, but it was never really resonated with me. I'm telling you, I need to revisit that one for sure.
The premise of Smokey and the Bandit is just ridiculous.
Yeah, what is it again?
They have to get some beer across the state line. They get this truck filled with Coors Light, I think.
Yeah.
There was something about beer laws in certain counties and stuff like that, if I'm remembering it correctly, because I
don't
watched it
remember it. I
within the
haven't.
last couple of years. But it's comical.
I have to. I don't know if I'll revisit that movie, but at least take a reread of the premise. Newfie Canadian, Aladdin, Wayne's World, Gladiator, Cheers from Nova Scotia. Gladiator, but the Gladiator from '92 is not the Gladiator that we're thinking. It was the Great Gladiator. Oh, they're both great, but the one with the boxing movie, which is awesome with Cuba Gooding Jr. Newborn. Hey, I was born January 2020. Thank you. Philo Lauren. Predator, Princess Bride, Harry and the Hendersons, Spaceballs, Dirty Dancing, Lost Boys, Full Metal Jacket, Predator is the MVP. It's a really great one. Damon's Ass. My favorite movies of the year: RoboCop, Wall Street. My number one is Untouchables. And enjoyably bad, Jaws of Revenge. We talked about Jaws of Revenge last night. It is like it's a comedy.
I don't think I have.
It's a straight up comedy. It's so stupid that, because it's like it's like the shark knows who the Brodies are and he's coming after them to kill them. It's like a horror monster movie. It's so stupid. Big Mo put in a Schmobot. Travis Gilbert, 85 was my year. Weird Science, Commando, Rocky IV, Real Genius, Rambo, Mad Max, Beyond the Thunderdome, Goonies. My favorite was Clue. My wife's favorite is Clue, but the best, of course, is Back to the Future. Those are all good. Rocky IV hasn't been talked about in '85 because at the time when Rocky IV came out in '85, it was when the Cold War and all that stuff was going down, and Stallone. You talk about Stallone and both Arnold were at the height of their powers, and Stallone was super. That was when he was super jacked.
Yeah.
He went from being like pretty big and like he was a big dude in Rocky II, and then he started to get cut up in Rocky III. But Rocky IV, he was just, it's like, okay, he's shredded and steroided out of his face.
Well, he had to train in a barn. I mean,
right, of course, he got all ripped up from that. But yeah, he was jacked in that movie. Love that. It's a great music video. Plenty of seats. This weekend, we're having the first matches for our Schmodown Fan League, so I just wanted to shout you guys out for all the content in this piss-poor time. We're really excited. Also, I was born in '95, and I have a strange connection to Powder. Is Powder '95? Damn. Tongue Punch the Fart Box, 91. Here are some of my popular of my birth year that I haven't seen. He hasn't seen. Father of the Bride, Rocketeer, Point Break, Silence of the Lambs, Double Impact, Cape Fear, T2, Judgment Day, and Robin Hood. Should I watch any of these? Yes, you should definitely watch Father of the Bride. Good movie. The Rocketeer, Point Break, Silence of the Lambs. Double Impact is a really fun 90s action movie. Cape Fear for sure. Come out wherever. You never seen T2 Judgment Day? and Robin. Watch all of them.
I haven't seen The Rocketeer. That's
Watch
the only one out of those I haven't seen.
all of them. Lawrence Lee says, "Wow, Hotel Nerd is quiet today."
Ooh.
Yeah, that's right. You won the war today. Gnarly Charlie, 87 was a great year. We brought in a lot of Full Metal Jackets. Also, Full Metal Jacket hasn't been talked about, though. Lethal Weapon, Evil Dead 2, Raising Arizona is another one that hasn't talked about. And unfortunately, Masters of the Universe and Master Class is Ernest Goes to Camp. Princess Bride, though, in 87 is another one because I always tell the story about, Andre.
What were you eating?
Popcorn at that one. I saw that in the theater. I remember that. I remember exactly which theater it was.
Wow.
That I saw, and not just the movie theater itself, but the actual theater inside of the movie theater. I remember where it was.
Wow.
Because I remember I was excited for that because I was such a massive wrestling fan at the time, where any wrestler was in anything, I wanted to watch it. It's like, oh, wait a minute, the Ultimate Warrior is going to be in their Arsenio Hall show. I got to watch it.
Yeah.
And Andre the Giant's going to be in a fantasy movie. I got to see it. But I was confused because he was playing a good guy, and he was a bad guy at the time in wrestling. And I'm like, well, that's not what's happening. But then he was so good in that movie. But that's a good one. The Princess Bride's a damn classic. Kay Parker put in this robot. Thank you, commentator nerd. 1989, okay, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade is the clear winner for me that year. Other gems, 89 had Batman, Back to the Future 2, Lethal Weapon 2, a lot of sequels. Kiki's Delivery Service, The Little Mermaid, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, and Major League. I forgot that The Little Mermaid was 89. That's crazy.
That holds up. I've been through that with
Lydia?
My sister and with my daughter, and it's here was a fun thing back then. I don't know if it was that one, but my dad used to get bootlegs in New York on the street of people that would set up VHS cameras.
Yeah.
And we had Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
I got Little Mermaid.
Right. That's usually that's how it went down.
There was always a
someone,
head in front.
someone in the back. I remember that was someone that got me one of those for Rocky V. Yeah, it was crazy.
Hey, Brady. Hey.
Yeah, look what I got. Justin T, 1977. John Roca, Juan Martinez, and commentating nerd. Put in Schmobots, or commentating nerd has Dead Poet Society, Field of Dreams, Tango and Cash. I haven't talked about Tango and Cash. And they also said it balances out because Star Trek V, The Final Frontier, also came out that year. But Tango and Cash is a good one. Nobody talks about Tango and Cash enough. Man, these lists.
What the hell's wrong with you people not talking about Tango and Cash?
Yeah, you're making some great lists here. Let's see. Then we have the Dutch Stoners. We're talking about 1984. Talks about Dune. Dune he brings up. The Ewok Adventure also came out. Footloose, Ghostbusters, Karate Kid. 84. A lot of people in here too. But yeah, Dune was one that I guess it's hard for me to get into that one. The David Lynch one. King Nirvana, 24. 1988. How many people are you fuckers were born in 88?
Yeah,
a lot of 88. And then. So someone said, I also got an offer for HBO Max for $11.99 a month. Just want to make sure this is not a scam. It's true. Salad Von Bako putting the Schmobots at a Big Mo, Schlong Magic Dragon, the good Harth McMurray, 2001, A Space Odyssey. That's a good one. Planet of the Apes also came out in 68, like me. Some other 1968 movies I like, Bullet, The Odd Couple, Yellow Submarine. This is a pretty good year for movies.
Yeah.
Once Upon a Time in the West, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, The Love Bug, Hang 'em High, and Night of the Living Dead. Those are really great ones, actually. Kay Parker, Tongue Punch, Fartbox, Scruffy Nerd Herder, Smoking Joe Raya, and John Roke again put in Schmobots, and NE14ABJ. I think I typed my name in wrong, but other favorites from my year are Marriage Story, Parasite, Booksmart, Lady on Fire. Not even old enough for me to watch, but who gives a fuck? So you know what I might have to do here, Brett, is we might have to end it at 12 today. I realize that, but we will get to, and if we didn't get to everybody's stuff, we'll revisit it on Monday, and we'll cover into our next well, Monday is going to be. We'll be doing. 4th, we're going to do the Monday will be May 4th, and what we'll do on May 4th is review the Clone Wars season finale. We will review the Mandalorian documentary for sure, and then we'll finish up these for you guys on Monday. But I'll do on Monday is I'll do a spoiler review of the entire Clone Wars series, if that's what you guys, and if you guys enjoy that and people check it out and want to see more reviews, maybe I'll start getting back into doing some single reviews.
So
but
those are gonna drop like in 4 a.m. or something, like.
Yeah, they'll drop like midnight probably.
Oh god, how long is the Mandalorian?
I don't know.
Oh shit.
I know, maybe we have to watch it here early. I don't know. But we'll start we'll start on with Fluffy McMuncher on Monday. So
well, you always got to stop.
Yeah, but thank you guys, everybody who joined us here today. It was a lot of fun talking here today with you guys. Really appreciate it. And again, and I don't want to rush through them, so I'd rather take them on Monday, or even maybe I don't know if I can get to them on the weekend. If I can get to them on the weekend, maybe you'll make like a secondary thing, but most likely it'll be on Monday. But thank you guys for everything today, for joining us. I wanted to say thank you to Brett. Thank you to you guys. Thank you to everybody today. And again, once again, go on over in the description of this video if you want to get this exclusive design by Attack Peter. Go and get it. We'll see you on Monday. Have a great weekend. Have a great May the 4th, and watch all that material so we can talk it with you guys. Appreciate it. See you next time.